Hey, welcome to the Full 42, where I'm going to do the whole show like this.
All right, so it's been good. Thanks for stopping by Monday. I'll see you next week.
Fine. It's better that way. People like Boba Fett.
That you do it with a mask over your head?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Welcome, everybody. This is the Full 42, where we normally talk about board game stuff, but sometimes we slip away. We put the board games on the shelf and we talk about other geek stuff, other things. Yeah, I see
Like
all
this-
the
like this
evil
shelf.
intent behind you. I will not be thwarted by it.
Okay.
You're punking me at this time. I mean, you've been punking me the whole time with it, but
I haven't. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yep. Today we're going to be talking about current shows and movies and stuff that we've been watching. You know, just chatting about cool stuff. If you've been watching anything cool or recent, or even if just something we've missed, please bring it up. I'm always looking out for new shows. There's been a few shows that I know are kind of popular that I haven't seen yet or started yet. And I know you got two young kids, so you probably fall behind quite a bit on a lot of stuff that people recommend. But there's stuff that we've recently watched. Like you said, you just watched all of Wonder Man. In fact, you even finished the Marvel Zombie show, which I didn't
Zombie. Yeah, I recently finished Andor too. Andor was something that came out a while ago.
I can't believe you just now finished Andor.
I have my reasons.
You do. I just mentioned them. But yeah, we're going to talk about all that stuff. And besides just, it's not all Star Wars, even though a big portion of it will be. But we're going to talk about Star Wars Clone Wars at the end of this as the last subject, basically. That way, if you're not into Clone Wars or whatever, or you don't want to be spoiled by any of it, because there will be spoilers in that conversation, you can disregard. But we're going to kind of focus on storylines and episodes that you could skip if you want to watch it, because it is 7 seasons, right? It's a lot of stuff.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
I remember when I was going through it and I had to start in the beginning. The first season was a little rough for me. I'm like, there's no way I'm going through all these episodes. And it just hooks you. Like, it does a really good job. That said, there are some that are useless. I think Chris is going to fight me on some of them.
I will fight you on at least one. No, maybe 2. I'll definitely fight you on at least one. But we'll talk about that.
Yep.
But yeah, and before all that, we'll talk about shows and stuff. And if you don't see this live, please put in the comments things you're watching right now. They're awesome. I want to see new stuff. I also we'll get into it and stuff, but I am on the hunt for a lighthearted show. I've run out of them. You know what I mean? Lighthearted, like Brooklyn Nine-Nine or Psych or something like that. Like you could just watch it and there's no like, oh crap, this person dies and now the world's at the stake and Nazis are here. There's a lot of shows like that are just like big and epic and like mind bending and those are great. But sometimes I just need to like, hey, let's watch this one show before bedtime, wipe all that stuff out. And I need a show like that. So if anybody has that, let us know.
They just redid. Yep.
Did
they?
they?
Not Psych. They just Scrubs. I knew it was one word. They
Yeah,
just started doing a new season of it.
that's weird. I haven't watched it yet, but I'm not sure I will, because the weird thing about Scrubs is it started off nice and light and fun, and they'd always had that kind of like touchy moment in the episode or something. But at the end, it got like, involved, right? It's like, it was a little heavier than what I was looking for, but yeah.
I didn't watch it that long. So I don't know.
Pushing Daisies is a great show. Unfortunately, they ever did 2 seasons, I think it is. Maybe just the 1. But that's an older one. That's probably 15 years old at this point. It's crazy cool idea though, and it's filmed very strangely. I'd recommend anybody watching that. It's an interesting one. This guy this isn't spoilers. it's the plot of the show, but this guy has the ability to bring people back to life if he touches them. But if he touches them again, they die forever. So, and then if he doesn't touch them again and make them die forever after, I think it's like 30 seconds or a minute, then someone nearby dies instead.
Whoa.
Yeah. Of course, they go over how he finds this out as a kid, which is kind of crazy, but he uses this. Actually, he doesn't use it for a long time, but he eventually uses it as a detective. You touch the dead body, go, who killed you? Cool. And touch it. And you fall. And he goes and solves the crime, right?
It seems like that's definitely not lighthearted.
Yeah, but the way that they film it,
Yeah.
it's like this weird kind of like Lemony Snicket feel, like a
Huh.
yeah, it's interesting. Yeah,
Cool.
I wish there was more to it. They didn't leave you hanging. It was not that kind of thing, I don't think. But
Yeah.
I don't think they did. But you just wanted more, and they didn't have it. But yeah,
Interesting.
it's a good one, Matt. But yeah, so we'll go over. It's got to be pretty old though. It's been a while. We'll go over some shows and even movies. I just rewatched Ragnarok. That's fun.
Nice.
Yeah. So we'll go over stuff like that. First, though, we always do our what do you call them? Announcements.
Announcements. We do something with our hands in front of the camera.
It draws them in. That draws them in.
Way to go.
That's what YouTube show 101.
Do something with your hands in front of the camera.
Yeah, bring them in. When you're a talking head, you gotta distract them.
Yeah, I missed that seminar.
That was the seminar. You just got it.
Oh, good. That was a good seminar. I wish I missed it. Yeah.
I was also drinking coffee out of one of my favorite mugs that has all of these different icons from all these different shows. You know, you got Spock's hand, you got the
cool.
umbrella from How I Met Your Mother. So it's fun to like look through and try to figure out each one.
Yeah.
Vote.
That's neat.
Vote Underwood 2016.
Huh.
But yeah, not a lighthearted show. But yeah, so we have announcements. We have a Luca painting, I imagine.
We do.
Cool.
Absolutely. He picked it himself this time.
What's been going on with you? You play anything new? We could talk a little bit about board games.
Yeah, I played Root on Tuesday.
Yes, you didn't tell me what you thought of that. So that was the first time playing, right?
That was my first time playing. I've shied away from it because of the learning curve. And my friend Todd he sent a video. I watched the video. I forgot who did the video. I can look it up. So
and you played with 5 people, right?
We played with 5 people.
Oof.
Yep. They've all played before.
Okay.
You know how I feel about games where they're experienced and I'm not, in that kind of setting where you need to know all the things to really take advantage of the game.
Also, you played the River Folk.
I did.
Which is an expansion faction. I think the first expansion. Not the front one I would give a first-time player.
Modern Cardboard.
Oh, so they're the ones that did the video?
Yeah, so Todd sent me 2 videos. One said start here, and that was to learn the general rules of Root. And then the other one was learn your factions. And I didn't watch that one as much. I saw that there were otters, because I think that one was just going over the base game. And I saw that there was an otter faction, and I was like, I want to know more. And they seemed really fun. So I figured if I'm going to fuck it up something proper for my first time, I might as well do it in a fun manner. So I chose them, and all shout out to Modern Cardboard. They did a great job explaining the rules, explaining the turns, like the general, this is what you're going to do on your turn. You're going to do this thing and you're going to do this thing. And although these are asymmetric, this is kind of how it goes. And it worked really well. It was an excellent video to watch before going to play the game. And then Todd did a great job teaching it to us, but it had been a minute for Luke. I'm not sure the other 2. but he did a great job of teaching, going over the factions. This is what the vagabond's going to do. This is what the cats are going to do. There was a setup order, like very specific setup order.
Which factions played? The Vagabond, the Cats, you were the
Yeah.
Lizard Folk. What else?
Yeah. So Justin was the Lizard Folk, which is the other faction in the River Folk expansion. And then Todd was
he the
Blue?
Birds? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Which is the only. So a question came up: why did they only print on one side? And if you look at the birds, there's one eye, and it's clearly looking to the side, so you could print on the other side. But the
Are you
cats,
talking about the meeples?
yeah, the meeples are only printed on one side. It would look weird if the mice were printed or the cats were printed on both sides. But it was a great teach. It was an interesting game. I could see why you need to know all the things, know what everybody is trying to do in order to thwart them, and then the camaraderie between, hey, we can't let this happen or else we're going to lose. Wait, but now I can't let you do the thing because now I'm going to lose. Like that whole kind of round robin play to it. I went into it with a very low expectation because I really love Vast. I liked the way Vast presented itself and how it worked. And then skipped Root altogether because of the learning curve, and I never really got to it. And played Oath and wanted to throw it out of Alan Moon's window. That when we were playing it, like I was just open your window.
Agreed.
Yeah, I'm not a fan. So I've been hesitant on Root, and I loved it. I really enjoyed it.
Awesome.
I thoroughly enjoyed it. I thought it was really fun in the push and pull of the game. I thought it was very clever in how asymmetric they are, but they all feel not samey in a negative way, just samey like this is what you do on your turn. I can see the replayability of it twofold. One, your own faction, like learning the otters and learning how they play to make it work for you. But then also like playing the vagabond would be really fun, or playing the lizard folk would be really fun. Lizard folk was brutal. And then the nuance of the what's the card that you play when you can't declare it until you're 10 points in?
Oh, right. I can't remember what it's called. It has like a long word for it. Yeah. Determination or diploma. It's something like that. It's the one that lets you. It's like it's a new scenario for you to win, but you can't win the other way, right?
Can't win the other way. Yeah. Points don't matter. You have to secure these things. So Justin was a lizard folk, and he declared early. And he had to control the 3 mouse locations. And it just like as we were all like, all right, well, we got to take them over so he can't win. Me and his wife just started racking up the points, because that's kind of like if you're focused on not letting one thing happen, something else is going to happen. And I was one turn. Luke screwed me over in one of the spots, but I was one turn away from getting it done, and then she had gotten it done a turn before me. Yeah,
that's
it was
a way to lose right at the end.
It was clever. I really enjoyed it. There's so much to it, right? There's so many. Oh God! But yeah, I was thoroughly impressed. Want to play it again? Thought it was very good. However, there's a lot to learn in that game.
There is. I actually have it on Steam, and it plays very well. And it's a great way to. I love playing the Vagabond on it because you have playing the Vagabond is a different experience than all the other factions, because you feel like you're just you are just one person walking around all these factions doing different stuff, and you have a more personal experience. Like after the end of the game, you're like, man, I went into this thing and I made friends with this faction, but then I stabbed them in the back, and then I went over here to like it feels a little more personal of what everything you're doing and stuff. So I like to play that on the Steam version. Just because it feels like a different game than everything else. But yeah,
it was good. I think it was a little limiting because the otters want to sell their abilities to other people, and that in itself is a learning curve, because you don't want to price it too high, although you're kind of limited in how many meeples you have, so you want to get other people's meeples. But the vagabond can't, because they only have one meeple, so they can't give you meeples as their character. So the vagabond Luke I could never become a mercenary for Luke or offer a card to Luke because he physically couldn't. So that limited it. The way that even coming down to like these are the things that it kind of happened when we were playing How to Save a World, Yuval's game. Like the nuances in the game design started coming out because the way where Luke sat made a big difference because he ended up partnering with Justin as a group. Like he declared that whatever.
Allied,
Right. So now him and Justin had 2 turns in a row where the points didn't matter. They were just trying to like take over the territory because that's what they needed to do. But if Luke had sat to the left of me and Todd was there, or like anybody could have sat in any other direction and the Vagabond would have felt different. Like it was really cool the way that kind of showed itself as we were playing.
What's also cool about the Vagabond is you have different Vagabonds you can be.
Right.
With the expansion, there comes more. So there's like 5 or 6 or 8, maybe even more. And you have different setups and kind of goals and stuff. It's really cool.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, even with the bird faction, like who you choose, I forget the terminology, but whoever you choose as your leader is important in the beginning. And the way that faction works is it's not easy, right? Like I feel like that's a more experienced role to play because there's a way to do it that isn't intuitive at first. You just want to do your thing. But then the way that the faction works, coupled with the leader that you use for that turn until you go into whatever it's called, a spiral, downfall, whatever that is.
Yeah, it's been a little while since I played the blue one. A decline. That's what
decline. And then you get a new one, and they're going to do something different. But the one you lead with is important because you're not going to get that one back until all 4 of them have been in decline, and then you get it. Like there's so much to the game. It really there's a lot. Like it's the replay ability through that thing.
It's
for so many different reasons.
It's in my top 10 mainly because I'm also a designer, so I appreciate it for its design.
Yeah.
But if I was just a player, it probably wouldn't be in the top 10 just because of the learning curve that you have to do, right?
It's massive, yeah.
And we don't play it so often that every time I play it with a group, I have to teach it all over again.
Yeah.
There's not a single person that remembers it well.
Right.
So, yeah.
And it rewards repeat play, like quickly playing it.
Yeah.
Right? Because you want to keep that stuff. Although it's laid out pretty well. Like on your turn, you're going to do river, whatever the 3 things are, right? It's basically like morning, noon, and night, but there's other words for it. In the morning, you're going to do your thing. In the evening or in the afternoon, you're going to do different things. And then the night, you're going to usually draw a card or refresh or do something.
It's like your setup, things you do during your turn and then the end of your turn.
Yeah. And the cycle of it is pretty...
Talking about Root, by the way, if you just joined us.
Yeah. Yep. Root's good. And there's like multiple... It's behind Mechs and Minions. There's like the Mysterious Manor one. There's multiple expansions for the base game Root. There's... Oh, no, Vast is the Mysterious Manor.
Vast is the Mysterious Manor one.
Yeah. There's something else for Root.
The first expansion for Root was the lizard folk and the
river folk
otters that you have, the river folk, yeah. It's not lizard folk. I think it's just lizard faction or something like that. Anyway.
No, I think it's lizard folk. Oh, there's the other side. There's the other side of the board, which is winter. I'm thinking of a different layout.
Oh, okay. Yep.
And that's where the randomization comes in of which locations. Like using the river for the otters was very strategic, but it was harder for me to get into the fox locations because they're not on the river. Like there's so much to that game. It's very clever.
Yep. It's pretty good.
Yep.
I played SETI.
Yeah, I saw that. That looks like a nice little light game that you play in half an hour.
No, not necessarily, but no, I'd put it on the same level as maybe Art Nova, something like that. You know, you're going to play it for 2-3 hours, maybe. Yeah. My kind of game. Right.
Yeah, sure.
But it's really good. It's in that genre of Art Nova, Terraforming Mars, where it's all about getting cards and playing them and doing stuff. The only difference is, well, not the only difference, but the main difference between those kind of games and this one is you're not like trying to find that one other card that matches with your one other thing, right?
Yeah.
It's just a whole bunch of cards that are multi-use, and you can use them for their main action, or you can use them for resources, stuff like that, you know. Right. So it kind of belongs in that same genre, but it doesn't play the same.
Good.
Well, you like Ark Nova, though, right?
I did like Ark Nova. As long as it's closer to Ark Nova than it is Terraforming Mars, I think.
I
I've heard
don't.
nothing but good things about it. So
Yeah, I wouldn't say that it's that same type of play where because you don't build a tableau in front of you. Well, you can like when you play cards for their actions. Some of them have little end game goals or little missions. You put those in front of you and try to solve them while you're doing other stuff. But then they go away if they're missions, you know. So it's a little bit different, but it's fascinating. It's great. You're doing all the normal. Like real life stuff, sending out probes to planets in the same solar system, Jupiter, and all that stuff. You're going to different moons. You're listening for signals and all that. But then somewhere mid game, you discover aliens. And then you're like, what? And it kind of changes the game. And then you can discover a second set of aliens. And you don't know what those are until they get discovered.
Right.
That's pretty
cool.
fun. Yeah.
That sounds good.
It's my second time playing. The first time I played was with Luke Laurie and Peter Vaughn in LA, and they lapped me. I think it was their first time playing too, so it's not like it's an experience thing. I just totally didn't get. I was not in a rhythm. You know, you get in the game where you're just like, I haven't done anything right, and you realize it halfway through what you've done wrong. It's that kind of thing. This time I lost again, but only by 7 points. Much better.
That's good.
And I think I landed around where Peter and Luke were last time, so I feel better about the play.
That's good.
Yeah, I really like it. Yeah, I picked that up at Barnes and Noble.
Very nice.
Yeah, I didn't mean to. I was actually going there just to look around for see, whenever you pass by Barnes and Noble, you're like, what's in there, kind of thing.
Sure.
And then I saw it, and I was like, I gotta get that. So.
We took Mika and Luca because Mika turned 3 on Saturday. We took him to this place called Billy Bees. You're probably not familiar with it. It's like tunnels and ball pits and slides and like, let them run. Sure. And we went. There's a new Barnes and Noble in the mall that used to be Carousel. It's the biggest one on the east, whatever. And
the Petri dish.
Huh?
They should call it the Petri dish.
The Petri dish. Yeah, that's a great place. Which is where I picked up whatever the hell is stuffing me up right now. Mm-hmm. But I stopped by the Barnes and Noble there to see if Canvas Critters was available, just to go in, and I ended up leaving with the game. Oh. Architects of something.
Architects of something. I can tell you're enamored with it. Going to see you guys next week. I'm guessing you're thinking Gamma, so you're going to see him, but not me. Never been to Gamma.
Architects.
Right, well, we just talked 23 minutes about board games when we said this wasn't about board games, but that's fine.
What the hell is the name of the game?
Architect something is what you said.
I literally just had it. Whatever. I picked up a game at Barnes and Noble, and I didn't intend to, which was the reason why I was bringing it up, like you just said. What the hell is it? It's got to be in the other room.
Very informative.
Yeah, whatever. Look cute. 2-player only. I thought it was Architect something. Maybe not.
Useful. Well, you haven't played it yet anyway, so it's not like you could tell us anything.
I haven't. I did see Duels was there. Canvas Critters was not.
Flamecraft Duels. Yep.
Yeah.
I saw Wine Cellar was there.
Wine Cellar's great.
Yep. Lots of fun games of friends.
Yeah, it was really. I took so many pictures. Oh, cool! I just got a notification from the person at the Griffin about dinners for April. Anyway, it came up on my screen. Because I don't use my phone because everyone wants to see these beautifully clear boxes of Evil Intent. So I use my phone for the camera.
Get a petition started for you to put normal games behind you?
Nope.
Cool.
Nope. I ordered Noble Knight is having a clearance sale, and I went there and I typed in Evil Intent, and they had a couple copies, and I did it last time, and I lucked out. One of the copies I got from Noble Knight was signed by both Chris and Aaron, the co-designers of the game, which was unknown until I got the game. And now I know it pisses Chris off, so now I'm just gonna continue
Great.
getting Evil
I
Intent.
hope you got them for very cheap. I don't see money from it, so
Yeah, no, it's not about. I'm not trying to help you make money. I'm trying
No.
to make you
try to
more
mess with me.
aggravated.
Sure.
Yeah.
I'll just send you the rest of mine. How about that?
How many you got?
Nope.
How many you got?
Yeah. All right. Let's
So yeah, well,
get past the board games.
Sam just said Gamma is this weekend. It is unfortunately or fortunately, depending on which side of the coin you want to talk about first. It's the last year it's in Louisville. So Mike is going to take a road trip to his favorite whiskey distillery in Louisville, outside Louisville, Buffalo Trace, on the way and on the way back. I'll take pictures because it's just too good. But yeah, the industry, it's expo. It's a big business to business expo where publishers can chat and meet in person retailers from across the country. Other than rather than just having an email and be like, hey, what product do you want to buy? You can actually meet them. So I'll be there, both helping out a little bit as much as I can with Cardboard Alchemy, who is I should know this. Oh, I opened this up to find out actually. I was ahead of the game, and then you started talking to me about stuff.
Oh yeah, how dare I?
I know why would you do something so stupid? So Cardboard Alchemy is at 177, booth 177, and they're doing game night Tuesday and Wednesday. And then I'll mostly be in 281, which is same cross aisle, couple aisles over, with concrete canvas, which is under here. Where is concrete canvas? It's
Yeah,
not here.
you
It's
had
in
it
my
right.
bag. It used to be here, but it's in my bag because I took it with me to game night on Tuesday and didn't take out my bag. So I'll be there. You'll find me there. So say hi in either one of those booths if you see me.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'll be at Dice Tower West in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, a couple weeks.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
Whisperwooding it up.
Yeah, are they going to have Whisperwood at Gamma? Probably not. It's probably too soon for Gamma.
They're not pushing it at Gamma.
Yeah,
though.
they're probably doing duels and maybe AE Andromeda's Edge Genesis.
Yeah, Critter Kitchen, Andromeda's Edge,
Critter Kitchen. Yeah.
all those expansions, the a la carte and
Cool.
whatever, and then pushing duels for sure.
Should we do Lucas painting before we go
Yeah.
too far into it? We're already too far into it.
We're always too far into it. As soon as we start, we're too far into it.
Right. Explain Luca and Mika paintings.
Yep. So both Luca and now Mika have been doing watercolor paintings for a few years now, since Luca was a little bit past 1 year old. And they do watercolor on canvas. Typically, it's 4x4 canvases. Started by 3x3, and then went to 4x4. The new set, I talked about it last week. The new set, we didn't put out the Justa episode of Layers.
No, we didn't. That was
okay.
before.
Last week we played Layers. It was fantastic. But there was a little bit of a different canvas that he did. It was a thin one that came with this new watercolor set that I got him for Christmas. They're like super thin. So this one, he picked this one. He had a couple options. He picked this one. This is from the same set that he showed last week, the thin ones. But this one has a little bit of what's it called, landscape to it. Because they're normally square. This one was literally like he chose to paint this one with the long side going this way. Anyway, so this one's from the 15th. And here is 2 nights. Look at me.
Ooh, tell us in comments what you see. Wow, that's pretty cool.
See how it's different? Like there's actually not a square, this one.
Oh, I see what you're saying. The canvas is different. I was like, see how it's different when you turn it 90 degrees? All pictures are.
But right, because you're stupid. If you look at last week's, it was done this way. He purposefully did it this way.
I feel like I'm missing a some sort of creature that is known to him, but not to me. I mean, I would guess a dragon flying over mountains. Technically more like a worm since it doesn't have legs or anything. Although worms still have wings. What is it whenever it's just a big snake that flies? I mean, if it's a Zelda that flies in the sky, it's a dragon, right?
That's true. Yeah.
I guess it depends. Green comet over water. Yeah, I was thinking water too, but those were jagged for me. But it could be just jagged. Look at the dashes of the blue, though.
Yeah.
What is that? Is it like going fast? Is that what he's trying to say there? I don't know. It looks like a weird. I like that the blue spirals away from the green though.
Yeah, that came out really good.
That's pretty cool. Good colors. So, do you know what this is, or did you guess what it was before he told you what it was?
He told me what it was.
Okay.
I didn't necessarily have too much of a guess. I had a guess after, but I already know what it is.
What's your guess after?
The chomps from Mario. Yeah, that I see the chomp face in that.
I could see that.
So I just see a chomp.
So, what did he say it was?
This is his big muscles. Yep, I don't know. This is water.
Okay.
This is water.
And is that him doing this?
This is his wrist, like his arm, his hand, and this is his muscle.
Yeah, I wasn't going to say that. I was going to come up with that one.
Nope.
What are the blue dots? Okay. This is getting less and less like a Rorschach thing at this point.
It's just proving that you guys have no idea what Luca thinks about.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. I have no idea what he thinks about.
I don't know why. So when he was painting this, he did the muscle first. Then he added the water on purpose. He's like, oh, I want to add water. So he added water on the bottom. Don't know why. And
so
then
it was water.
Well, I mean, he tried to do the waves, right? And then I don't know what the blue dashes are. I like the way they came out. They're very, I don't know.
Yeah, I thought it was like warp speed or something. Like you know what I mean? Like the. Oh, all right.
I mean, it's cool, right? Like
it's cool looking.
Look like a snail.
I didn't think it was going to be the.
No, I would never have gotten that from it. It could be a snail that looks like a snail. Right? I like the comet. It could be a dragon, something flying in the sky, but no, it's just his muscle.
Should have guessed dinosaur.
No, they're so nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so
they're cute. They're fun. I like them.
So, like I said, we're going to discuss any number of movies and shows and stuff that we've been watching, that you've been watching. Let us know what you've been watching.
That's a really good point. Like the color palette, right, with the swirls.
Starry Night, yeah.
Yeah.
You should show him Starry Night. See what he does.
Okay. We're trying a lot of things.
But we're going to talk about all those shows, and then we're saving best for last, which is Clone Wars discussion. Some people don't want to hear it because they're already, they don't want to be spoiled. Maybe they don't want to watch it. Totally watch it.
I wouldn't worry about being spoiled in the Clone Wars stuff. It's literally stuff you don't need to watch, and there's a lot of it. Right? They ended up with 7 seasons of the show.
I don't know about one of it.
There's a lot of episodes you can skip that do nothing for me. That do nothing for the narrative. Like there is an arc in Clone Wars, and then there are sub arcs in Clone Wars, and then there's just the trash that you don't need to watch. That is just like
there's no trash. We're going to get into it after the general discussion. Okay. And of course, we won't spoil anything unless we kind of need to. Then we'll warn beforehand. But
sure, yeah, we can generally talk about stuff, but like we talk about Wonder Man, talk about Andor, talk about some of the stuff I've been watching.
So Andor's been out for a little while, so we could talk about Andor, and maybe people watching for Star Wars most likely have seen the Andor series, both seasons. But yeah, you just watched it. What were your thoughts on the second season?
Yeah, it was great. It was great. It's some of the best live action Star Wars that's being done.
What did you think about what's his name? Starts with a K. It's been a while since I watched it.
Cassian starts with a C.
No. The other guy, the bad guy that hunts him down, starts with a K.
Not
Somebody
Krennic.
help me out here on the. You know what I'm talking about?
Krennic? The guy from Rogue One?
No, that's another K. But I mean that is
right.
correct.
Be a little
He
bit
doesn't
more
really hunt him
specific.
down though. He doesn't really hunt him down though. Here,
Who hunts who down?
the guy who's seeing Deidre.
Oh, yeah. I don't know.
Karn. Cyril Karn. Okay.
Sure. Yeah, Cyril.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that was.
What do you think about his ending?
Going
There are
back to
spoilers
season 1. Yeah, see, this is going to be weird because of spoilers, but
This is gonna be spoilers for Andor. Yeah.
going back, do we have a spoilers banner?
Yeah. You know what? I'll put up.
Should we make
I'll create a banner here that just says talking
We'll do this one
Andor.
first, just so everyone knows we're not experts.
I'm an expert.
You're not.
Here we go. We'll do this one.
Also do this.
So as long as we have, do the like and subscribe, please. Thanks for the likes already. As long as we have this one up, we'll be talking about spoilers. So you can mute us if you want, and then unmute when you say go away.
Okay. So going back to season 1, that whole Cyril thing with his mom.
Oh yeah. Oof.
Was okay.
That mother.
Yeah, right? Whatever. Then enter Deirdre and the whole relationship thing that was going on in 2.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't seem believable. It was very, like, he progressed so far, so quickly, and it was just not in the bugging of the room. Like, I didn't believe what was going on there. So when that whole thing happened, like, I felt him turning, but I didn't really give a shit. Like,
I think you saw like people who are like that, who live in that, like, who are capable of being that evil, basically, can't love, but they try to put themselves into relationships, and that's what you get. You get this very, like, two cold people who don't know how to connect because, that's the kind of lives that they live because they're evil. And that's the kind of thing, is like their philosophy of, like, the hell that people have are the ones that they put themselves through, that kind of thing. So you choose the evil path, you're going to live in, like, just an awful life. And I think we were seeing that, like, seeing their personal lives explores that. I thought that was really interesting. Like, they were clearly not happy, nor could they be happy because of who they were.
Sure. And then the coolest part, I think, was when she stepped up and told the mother, like, fuck off. Like, you're going to stop doing what you're doing from now on. And then, like, it kind of switched. I'm like, oh, okay. But then it was like, and I guess this goes along with Star Wars a little bit, but it was almost like they were brother and sister when they were close and trying to be close. It was just it was unbelievable and awkward.
Yeah, I think it was supposed to be.
Wanted to do. Yeah.
I think it was supposed to be. I think it was supposed to be like, these people are incapable of loving another person. If you saw them loving each other, you'd go, oh, well, maybe you could not justify really, but you could see, like, okay, well, maybe from their point of view, blah, blah, blah. But this was like showing how these people just are incapable of doing that kind of thing, making that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Although I do think that Karn had the ability to get there, but obviously not with her.
No, he was so flat, though. Like, they were all good characters. There wasn't one that I was just like, whatever. They were all good, but it just, that little, like, we're talking storylines when we get into Clone Wars, and that connection they were trying to force just didn't feel like it fit. I don't know.
Yeah.
I was enamored by that whole thing.
Yeah.
But I mean, as a series, Andor is great. The first one, I think, there are a couple things I wish they had answered from the first one to the second, but overall, I think as a middle movie and moving on to Rogue One as like the trilogy, I think it did a lot of great things. It set up so much stuff. It answered a good amount of questions that were left over, and then answered some stuff that you might have from Andor. Like, what is this even going on? I liked it. I liked it a lot.
Yeah, the way they had to wrap up different characters was really tough. Um,
Oh yeah,
it was tough to see some characters actually survive, but get their comeuppance, but survive in the end. But some characters not.
yep,
Yeah, and you kind of have to do that because otherwise you'd be like, why don't I ever see these characters in the
sure,
movies and all that stuff, right? So
yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, I like
um,
the little Easter eggs they put in there. I like it. It does make sense to go right from that into Rogue One if you do have a chance, like to watch it. And I think I watched half of Rogue One right after the last episode, and then I think it was like 2 in the morning. You definitely do look at it a little bit differently. Like you see a little bit
mhm.
more in the movie after watching Andor as a series. It was very good, very well done.
There's also a really cool part where in the second season, where Andor's Cassian's taking Mon Mothma off of Coruscant. He's like getting her out of there, right? What's great is right after that episode, you can watch the Rebels episode where they pick her up after
Oh
she's
right,
just left.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
And it's part of the same thing. They even watch part of her speech from the galactic thing. It flows just perfectly. I watched the episode right after. It was great.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
What's crazy is, she's leaving her husband and daughter behind and all that stuff. I mean, it's crazy. So,
Everything, and it goes along with what they were doing, right? Like they all left something behind to further the rebellion.
yeah. Yeah. And it's it's one of those shows too that's kind of marked by its time. There's some things that you go like, this is a little close to home sometimes. So
Oh, sure, sure,
yeah. So I don't know if that was planned or just coincidental, but probably
sure.
not.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Rebels isn't.
yeah, yeah.
Very
Rebels is. I don't have a list of what not to watch on Rebels.
no,
Rebels
Rebels is
is
great,
is
straight
amazing.
through. Yeah, yeah.
Um,
Andor was awesome.
yeah,
I think.
I'll turn off
I
the
mean,
spoilers for Andor.
well, wait, hold on. You can turn it back on because it is kind of cool. But the last couple episodes where and if you're still watching this and you haven't watched Andor, either mute me right
Spoiler.
now or just do something else. Um, we get K2 back.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh
And I
God,
expected that. I expected that they would tell you how that happened.
sure, sure, sure. But like, you get a little bit more. It's kind of like with Solo, where Solo meets Chewbacca,
Yeah,
right? And you're like, all right, this is where they met. Like, this is where that friendship came from. So
sure.
to get some of K2 there and how he comes through, and like, it's just you get the cleverness and the wittiness and the sarcasm. Like, it's just it all fits really well into just learning more about Cassian as a character. Really.
I do wish, and maybe they'll do it through comic books or animation would be even cool, but I do wish that we got more stuff because there's a whole bunch of, it feels like years in between season 1 and 2,
Oh yeah.
right? There's time where he is working for the rebels, doing all these missions and stuff. I want to see those. I want to be part of it. I want to see more of them do stuff with K2. So,
Well, there's some good time jumps in general in this series, right? In the
yeah,
second series, because you go from like whatever 4 BBY to 3 BBY to like there's year jumps in between
yeah.
some of those episodes where just things are happening. And if
Mhm.
if you're a good Star Wars sleuth, you'll be able to figure out what was happening in that time period
Right.
and the other things that were given, which is more time than I have, but really clever. Like what you just said about the Rebels episode and how they're
Mhm.
watching. Like I remember that, but that didn't click until you just said it. That we were watching that speech in the cartoon.
Yeah, yeah. You should go watch that episode again.
That's really cool.
I have to
Link.
remember which one it is, but yeah, it starts off with them like I think they're hiding on an asteroid, something like that. So yeah,
Rebels is so good. Ugh.
Rebels is great. All right. Well, I'll take off the Andor banner so people can hear us now. We won't talk about Andor. What else? So, all right, let's try to talk about something besides. Actually, I'll talk about something that's not Star Wars. I'll talk about Star Trek because I've been watching.
Hold on, I'm gonna mute you. Hold on.
Yeah. Great. No. I want to talk to you specifically about Star Trek because I think you would enjoy the new series. Well, not the newest series, but the new one called Strange New Worlds.
Right.
And you could start at the beginning of it and not know anything else before it. And it's basically like a modernized Star Trek. It even happens right like a few years before Kirk original time and stuff.
It's more about Pike, right?
Yeah. So you don't have to know anything that's happened in Star Trek because it's happening basically before everything other than like Jonathan Archer things. But there's nothing that's like, oh, you don't know about this, then you'll be lost in this episode or anything. But it's also, they've taken out all the techno babble that Star Trek has that turned a lot of people off, all the big science-y, blah, blah, blah. And it's more just really entertaining episodes. And it's episodic where different stuff is happening every episode, but it also carries over all these long storylines in between the characters. And there's not a single character I don't love on that show.
Oh wow! Okay.
And there's 3 seasons, and they're working on season 4.
Okay.
So there's plenty to watch. I would recommend it. You could even watch it with the kids around. There's nothing, bad going on. So.
Oh sure, yeah.
Although there's probably second season, there's few that they might think would be scary.
Over the weekend we watched the Jurassic Park series.
Okay, well then you'll be fine.
Yeah, they're fine. They're good.
Wait. You watched Jurassic Park with them? You said series. How many did you watch?
Well, I've talked about the cartoon, Camp Cretaceous and Chaos Theory. I love those. I think they're brilliantly
I've never
done.
seen those, but yeah.
They're really good. It's like the Rebels to Jurassic Park, right? Like that's
Weird.
It did a really good job with it. But we watched JP1, 2, and 3, which reassured that they're not very good.
I'm not sure I ever saw 3.
3 is pretty neat. I mean, it's got a different focus.
Who's in 3? Tell me a little bit what happened in 3.
There's a giant Spinosaurus.
Wait, is this the one where they come to the city?
No.
Okay. There's one where they get the dinosaurs into the city or something like that, right?
What?
I don't know. Isn't
like
there one where
Jurassic World?
does that happen in Jurassic World?
How many of them have you watched?
I don't know. I saw the first one obviously 100 times. I saw the second one maybe once. I was like, and then I didn't watch the third one. And then I saw Jurassic World, and I was like, eh. And then I think that's about it. Yeah.
That's unfortunate.
I think that's it. I didn't hate Jurassic World, but I also wasn't like, ooh, I got to see the next one.
Oh, they're really good.
Yeah.
They're really good. I mean, they're Jurassic chaos, right? Like they never learn. They keep doing the same shit that caused the problem last time. They're on a different island. They go back to the other island. Like depending on which movie you're watching, but they're just fun. They're fun movies to watch, right? You don't necessarily have to pay attention. It's fun if you do. There's a couple lines that they use. There's a couple, not really Easter eggs, but like, oh, that's clever. And the new one, Rebirth, is coming to Netflix next week. So I wanted to refresh. Like
that's the one with Black Widow, right?
Yeah.
Scarlett Johansson.
There you go. So, and the kids love dinosaurs. So, like, why wouldn't we watch it? But they are.
You know what I would watch? let's say like a team has to go to the island or for some reason there's dinosaurs and stuff, and then a predator lands.
Oh my god.
Predator
Okay.
versus Jurassic Park versus humans. Yeah, that would be bad, but I'd watch it.
I watched the whatever Netflix preview. You know how you hover over something and it plays like a little clip of the movie,
Yeah. Well,
right?
I
So
know that that's a thing. I've turned it off, but I know that's a thing.
oh, that's a thing. I didn't know
Yeah.
you could turn it off. I'd like to do that.
I hate that.
They had Badlands just came out. Predator Badlands.
I want to see that one. Yeah.
Yeah, I watched that little clip that they show when you're doing it. I have no desire to see it.
Oh, really? I've heard it was really good.
It looks horrific. Like not in a good way. Like
Why?
he's carrying around a woman on his back that has no lower body.
It's not a real human. It's an AI from Alien.
Oh, I have no idea what's going on. I saw it and I was like, this doesn't look like anything. It looked like it was like a B
Oh, no.
movie. Like someone
You remember
just
from
made
Alien the not replicants. That's the wrong movie. Like Bishop.
yeah.
What do they call them now? Artificial life form people, basically. She's one of them.
Okay.
Make
Still
a little
very
more sense. She could survive that.
I mean, I guess it does, but like him hopping around the trees while she's strapped on his back and
Alien
just
version of
looks-
Chewbacca and C-3PO. That's great.
yeah. Yep, that's perfect. But
Turn around.
oh god, it looked really bad.
I don't know. I've just heard that it was good.
Sure.
So I also heard Prey before it was good. And I just haven't caught up to the my wife doesn't like creature movies, so I have to watch these by myself, and you don't get a lot of time to do that. So
Yeah, I don't know.
what are your thoughts on a company trying to bring back the woolly mammoth? Oh, in real life?
Yeah.
Awesome, do it. Woolly mammoths aren't going to like kill a bunch of people and stuff. You're just going to put them in a zoo, right?
Yeah, that's just step one.
Bring back dodo birds. Yeah, that's fine.
Then you get an Indoraptor and an Indominus Rex, and
Whoa, you don't go from woolly mammoths to raptor. Raptors,
can't
by the way,
stop
were
them.
like not much bigger than chickens.
I understand that, and they're. I would you do that?
They're mean chickens. Yeah, I don't want them, but
Would you bring them back?
yeah. Yeah, why not?
Oh God!
Under controlled conditions.
That's what they did, and then it ate everybody.
No. It has to be controlled like a government-run zoo with Overwatch and all this stuff.
No.
Not just some rich dude on an island who's cut
Nope.
costs or whatever.
No. Nope. The government can't run this zoo. You want them to run raptors? Stop it.
Yeah.
Yes.
We both think Keanu Reeves will make a.
Yes.
I really like Keanu Reeves. I like him as a human. I think he's a great human being. I see a lot of cool stuff that he does. He has a limited range in his emotional acting ability. And I don't mean that in a mean way. There's a lot of cool roles he fits in. I think people playing, someone who's going to go from a dark side to light side, dark side, all that stuff, that person needs to really show emotional range, as far as I'm concerned. I don't think Keanu Reeves has it as an actor. He has a very flat kind of tone, works great as a John Wick, even Neo, all that stuff. I never really find him believable whenever, like, think of Speed, right? And I know he was real young whenever he was doing that.
Yeah.
But just think about the personal conversations where he's trying to, like, flirt with Sandra Bullock a little bit and all that stuff and things going on. I don't know. I just don't. I want to see, when I see someone going through those kind of, giant changes in your personality and stuff, I want to see an actor that can hit those ranges.
Fair.
I think he's an awesome actor, but he's kind of a character actor. Like, he has his place.
Yeah,
Like you wouldn't put Jack Nicholson in other roles, right? You wouldn't, and there's nothing wrong with Jack Nicholson, you know. So I'm not trying to say he's a bad actor, but
sure. I just watched Bucket List with him and Morgan Freeman.
Hmm.
Holy crap!
I never saw that one. If you want to talk about an actor that has huge range, I'd say Gary Oldman has huge range as an example. Not that he would play Reefen, that'd be
Yeah,
horrible.
yeah,
But as far as like, you know, he could be this character all the way to this character. He shows all this different emotion and stuff.
yeah.
You need a person that can like fit that bill. I think.
I think he would do it well. I mean, for Christ's sake, we had Hayden Christensen. Like,
That's a good example. Actually, I don't. I think he had a limited range as well.
correct.
That's part of the problem, right? He had whiny and angry, and then all the other ranges. You know, at that age, maybe he's a lot better.
But I
Older.
think he killed it in Ahsoka. I think he did a really good job
He
as
did.
Anakin again in Ahsoka.
He did. They didn't really put
But
him through any big changes there, but
no, but like the interactions he had with Obi and the flashbacks,
sure.
and like I think he did a really good job bringing that character back to
Hmm.
life, so to speak. And I think Keanu Reeves would do. I think he'd do well, depending on how if they tried to make it like a John Wick because of that action style, and they want him for that reason. That's ridiculous.
Sure. I mean, sure. All caveat. You know, you could just pick a small little part of it, and if it's mostly action and stuff, cool. He'd be awesome. He
Yeah.
is a little bit on the old side, isn't he?
A little bit now, yeah. I think
Yeah.
what would be better would be to find someone else that we don't know. So we're not going to compare them to something else that they've done.
You don't want to say John Wick in Star Wars, basically.
I don't want to see that style in Star Wars, right? Like it would
Yeah.
be cool to see, but I think we got a little bit of that in the Acolyte. I like the way the fights were going in the Acolyte. So,
Um.
like with him, like with Soul and Kamir, like the way the
Yeah.
camera angles were. It wasn't necessarily John Wick, but they were like almost like one shot kind of fights, especially in the forest where he just decimated everybody. I wouldn't want to compare Keanu Reeves as an actor to things he's done in that role. I'd rather see someone we don't know bring that role to the screen, like to real life.
Same thing for what's her name, Anna Taylor Joy. People are talking about her playing Ventress.
Massage,
I
yeah,
don't want to see that.
yeah.
First of all, Assange Ventress has a very, I don't know, she has like a presence about her that I don't think Anna Taylor Joy, who is also a great actress, I loved her in Queen's Gambit and a bunch of other stuff that she's been in. That I always enjoy seeing her, but I've never seen her have that presence. And maybe she has the acting ability to reach it, but she doesn't naturally fit that role as far as I'm concerned. They're just putting her in that role on AI and stuff because she has big eyes.
Sure, and she's she's
Face.
popular now too, so they always want to talk about the
Just
popular.
get it to Henry Cavill.
Oh, don't give it a cat.
Honestly, I want to see him in Star Wars.
Yeah, it'd be
I
great.
bet you would be great. Just don't disagree with him on how it goes.
Sure.
Might be coming out so good. Ooh. Natalie Portman might be returning Padme. That would be cool.
Interesting.
Huh. That would be cool. The guy that plays Star Killer also does Darth Maul's voice. I don't remember that actor's name.
Yeah, Sam Witwer.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he's going to be playing in it, so we'll see.
I mean, he's coming back as Maul, which I can't wait to happen.
Yep.
That's gonna be great. But it'd be hard now because I guess Maul. So Maul is in so many different parts of Star Wars now, and now you're doing a series on just him, which I'm not necessarily sure what I want to be surprised. I don't know where that's gonna fall. Like, is it the Mandalore set? Like, what is it? But then for him to play Star Killer and Maul, like they'd have to be. I mean, they're separate.
Yeah, they're separate. That's not. Yeah.
He could do it.
I just thought I don't know about Raven, but a rerun, but maybe I would love to see Alexander Skarsgård in Star Wars because now he's got a huge acting range. I think.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that'd be good. Yeah, that'd be good.
It's Filoni level, yeah. Filoni level is what we want.
He's I mean, no matter what happens, I feel more confident now than ever in what's going on in Star Wars. Like Filoni's amazing. Like he just is, and he's such a fan and
Mhm.
knows his shit. Right, Whitwer too. If you ever hear him talk about Star Wars, it's amazing. It's like corn sweat. What there was an interview I saw with the new Superman, and he was talking about Palpatine and Star Wars, and you could tell he just has that knowledge base of stuff. And it's
There's
just good to see.
something, yeah, and this is the same case with what's his name, Henry Cavill. There's something about the actor really loving on a fan level the stuff that they're in
Yeah,
that makes you like them even more and
yeah,
appreciate them even more because you know they're caring about that
yeah,
subject, right? I've seen I've gone and seen like people talk in conventions and stuff like that, talk about their roles in movies and shows and stuff like that. And it's always just like, oh yeah, I'm in that Star Trek thing, the silly thing they do make you wear the uniform, ha ha
yeah,
ha. And I
yeah,
don't know what's that thing called, a phaser, yeah, whatever the script said. I'm
yeah,
like, why are you here? This
yeah,
is insulting to
yeah,
everybody in this audience that knows way more than you do.
yep,
It's just so much nicer whenever you have them be on the same, doesn't even have to be same level, but at least appreciate and love the stuff that they're in, right?
yep,
It feels
yep.
insulting when they're not.
Oh, look at what Filoni's done too. Like Ahsoka's his character, and he's done Ahsoka well after the animated stuff. His favorite character is Plo. That's his
Look,
number one. And since he's gotten the reins, he hasn't like
yeah.
forced Plo into the timeline for us. Like he has the ability to do whatever he wants, picks and chooses Thrawn's
Hmm.
storyline and whatever. And he's not taking advantage of that position. He's treating it the way he should be treating it.
Well,
He's
he's
just being a
finding where
good.
the really good stories can be and exist and all that stuff. It's also made me happy to know that, and this isn't this. We're not going to go down the path of hating Star Wars movies, but I'm kind of happy to hear that they're not trying to make a part 10 kind of thing. I don't mind if they do something with Ray and all, but there's so much like Rogue One has proven you can make Star Wars movies that are amazing stories that don't have to do anything with the Skywalker saga. Let's say that's done. That's cool. Let's leave that alone for now. Let's make movies about these awesome people that are throughout this entire series, like the Mandalorian movie. Awesome. We all love the Mandalorian. Let's do it. Right? Like make
Yeah, we
movies of stories, like create awesome story and then put it in Star Wars. Don't try to create something out of Star Wars. That's where you mess up.
I I agree to a point because there's so much that was taken off of canon and put in Legends that Filoni clearly knows about
Mhm.
that he can just cherry pick and give to us at any time. Like Shadows of the Empire should be a thing. It should be a thing.
I think that should be an animated series.
It give me anything. That's fine.
You could have Mark
Animated's
Hamill do
great.
his own voice.
Oh
You wouldn't
God.
have. You don't even need Harrison Ford because Han Solo's not in it.
Right.
You, maybe you could get Billy Lord to do Leia's voice.
Sure.
That'd be cool.
Yeah. That would be neat.
Yeah.
But yeah, like just having somebody at the front. It's like with anything, right? Like we make board games, right? And we're fans of board games, so we're not going to make a shitty board game,
Right.
which is not what we do, right? Like we want to present something that we're passionate about, and we want you to be passionate about it. And having someone like Filoni and Favreau and these people that actually give a fuck about the franchise and the lore and everything about it, right? The intricacies. Look at what the Mandalorian did. Like all the little. It's just great.
Boo to that, Matt. I'll take all the Star Wars series as long as they're done well. Just put that caveat on it. Do it well. Don't
What
just.
he said, he doesn't need another Star Wars series. Why not?
Well, I do.
Oh yeah, I want all of it. Like the fact that people shat all over the Acolyte and stop that whole storyline from happening. I hope that gets overturned. Because getting to see Plagueis, getting to see the Knights of Ren, like all of that stuff that they were setting up, it's a fucking travesty that isn't happening. It's bullshit that they let that happen.
I've heard I hear this from other people. The Marvel thing, the Star Wars thing, it's oversaturated. Like there's too much, you can't keep up. All that stuff. I get that. I totally get that. But when it comes down to it, the Acolyte was 8 episodes, right, or 10 episodes. I mean, is that hard? Like it. Is it really that much? I don't know. Maybe it is for some people. A lot of people don't have time for that. That's cool.
Even more with Marvel. You can argue more. You could argue that there's more reason for more Marvel because there's so many characters. Like we got, unfortunately, Iron Fist, which I hear they're bringing what's his name back for whatever.
I thought Iron Fist was fine. It wasn't great. Wasn't the best of it all, but yeah.
Iron Fist, Luke Cage, Jessica Jones, Daredevils gives you the Defenders. Then you get Moon Knight, like Punisher. You get all these, and those are like, for all intents and purposes, like Punisher is a well-known, right? Moon Knight maybe not as much. There are so many characters that we could get in those kind of, like they tried Echo. Echo was okay. I think they brought it into Kingpin. Like Kingpin started taking over Daredevil and then Echo as well. But there's all these opportunities for all these different characters to now have a series, and I think it's really cool to get them onto the screen, right? Be able to see these things on these characters that we grew up reading about and get them onto like a live action. Doesn't always nail, but it's kind of fun to, because we're our worst critics too, right? Like, oh, I wouldn't have done it that way, or I would have done it this way. Like, okay, but like you didn't because you're not them. So just enjoy what was given and shut up.
Yeah. So the Marvel Spotlight, whatever that means, is whenever they kind of do a more down to earth storyline, like Echo, Hawkeye, and more recently Wonder Man. By the way, Matt, I know you said oversaturated. You need to watch Wonder Man because there's hardly any superhero stuff in it. It's all character stuff. It's amazing. It's a great show. I think it's only 8 episodes.
It is.
Yeah. So, and the only thing you need to know about it is if you saw the movie Shang-Chi. I think.
What? Oh, what?
Right? The 10 Rings?
Oh, yeah, that was also Mandarin. Like, if you know anything about the Mandarin.
Right. I guess Iron Man 3 then.
yeah.
Basically, Ben Kingsley's in it. Awesome actor, right? And he brings back the same character, Trevor something. The actor that plays the Mandarin.
Trevor Slattery.
Oh, there you go. Awesome.
Oh, yeah. It was really good.
I also agree about this. They need to make a movie about Thrawn. But younger Thrawn, like the older Thrawn in Ahsoka is really awesome. But I want to see kind of like his coming of age thing. That'd be cool.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Wonder Man, I can't recommend enough. I thought it was really well done. Yeah. And also, the ones that you just mentioned, like the Defenders, Luke Cage, the original series, the Jessica Jones, those are all very down to earth. You're not Thor saving worlds and stuff like that, right? And sure. I can get where that can feel sometimes just like too much. It's just like, oh, the whole universe is in jeopardy again. It's kind of like if you ever watched Buffy the Vampire series, like every season there's some kind of end of world scenario they're trying to solve, and by the end of season 6 and 7, they're like, oh, good, another. Sure. It's like, okay, the end of the world. Yeah, we faced that. Sure.
Hey, yeah, I mean, I get the oversaturation, and I definitely fall behind. Like, it's hard to keep up with all of the things. I'm in a good place where I feel like I'm caught up on all the things at the moment, Marvel and Star Wars related, which is great because I get to watch a couple other things. But I mean,
Like
there's no
dinosaur
better.
cartoons.
Huh?
Like dinosaur cartoons.
They're really good. Watch some of them. They're really good.
Okay.
I'm also like, what better place to be as a fan of that stuff than to be able to have more of that stuff come out.
Yeah. Yeah.
I want more of it, and more of it when it's good. Like the whole bullshit with 6, 7, or 7, 8, 9 with the J.J. Abrams and the back and forth with the director bullshit. Like,
We don't
that's,
need to
it's
talk about
unfortunate that happened. But when you
Yeah.
have someone like Filoni, who's created some of the best Star Wars in Star Wars, now at the helm of Star Wars, I want all the Star Wars. Like, give me all the Star Wars.
Well, we are going to end the show talking about Star Wars. So let's get out of that for a minute and we'll talk about some other stuff. What are some shows that you've either heard about that you want to watch or have watched that aren't for, let's say, 4 and 3-year-olds?
What? They're good. Demon Hunters is fucking fantastic.
Demon Hunter. We could talk about Demon Hunters because I got that stupid song stuck in my head for like 2 weeks. What's it called? Golden? Yeah.
Any one of them. Takedown. Luca loves Takedown. Golden is great. Free is great. The movie's great.
I keep hearing people talk about the pit. Is this not just like another ER thing? Like you're hanging out in the ER with a bunch of doctor characters and then bad stuff comes in and you're like, oh, you saved them this time. And then another time you're like, oh, that person died. Let's look at it, how it affects everybody. Okay. And then like move on. Like, is there something that I'm missing from, like there's a hidden thing? Like, ooh, you don't even know? Like, because people are talking about it so much that I'm like, what am I missing?
I think the trick of it is that it all happens on a shift.
Oh, right. It's like in real time, right?
Kind of, not really, but kind of. I watched one episode. Some person fell into a coma. They started doing a defibrillator, and it was way too close to shit that like Dad had gone through like back then.
Yeah.
So I was immediately like, I can't watch this. It's just not.
Yeah, that's another reason why I haven't. Is hospitals aren't good memories for me at all.
Agreed.
Right. So
agreed. I've heard good things about it. It seems. I like Noah. What's his name? Noah Wild. Noah.
Yeah, he's a great actor. Put him in Star Wars.
Oh yeah, I'm not. I can't.
The Diplomat. What is the Diplomat? That sounds familiar. I think someone mentioned that to me at one point, or maybe I just saw a trailer or something. I don't remember. What is that?
I don't know that one. Or For All Mankind.
Oh yeah,
I don't know
For All Mankind. Okay, so that's on Apple TV. I watched the first 3 seasons. I think there's 4 or 5. I fell off because there was kind of like a long period in between some there, and then I it's been so long that's missed it. But For All Mankind, have you heard about this one?
No.
It's really good. So the idea is it's a what if historical thing. Like, what if the Russians got to the moon before us?
Like, what if Superman landed in Russia instead of Kansas?
Sure, exactly like that.
Yeah. The what if scenario.
No, it starts in the 60s and all the people involved and stuff. And then it kind of like every season, it kind of jumps a little bit, moves all the way into the 80s, and probably even beyond that and stuff. Yeah. And because of that, we actually push harder and harder into space. We end up with like a moon base, all kinds of stuff. But it's more about the characters and all the astronauts and their families and all that stuff as it goes. It's really good. Yeah. The Boys.
One of the streaming things I don't have is Apple. Apple and Paramount are the only, I think, the only ones I don't.
But you need to get those because that's where Strange New Worlds is on Paramount.
Paramount, yeah.
Get that. Yeah, The Boys. I watched the first 2 seasons. I know there's been like 3 or 4, and there's another series that happens in the same world. It's like Gen X or something like that. It's not Gen X, obviously. It's something like that. After the end of the second season, I was kind of like, I don't know what it was. I don't know why. I don't remember now. Like there was the Nazi girl and all that stuff. And I remember some of that, but I don't know. I don't remember why I quit watching. I should go back because I did enjoy it. I like Jack Quaid. I like Carl Urban.
Carl Urban's excellent. He's the only reason I think I would watch that. I've never watched it.
This is another reason to get Apple TV. Slow Horses. That is a great show. So Slow Horses is about a group of MI6 people in London, modern day time, but they're in a group called Slow Horses because they're the just the crappiest spies.
Oh, you told me about this.
Yeah, they've messed up once or twice, or just they're one's a gambling degenerate, all this stuff.
Yeah,
You're just bad. They stick you into this one to kind of just like shove you in a closet and not have to deal with you anymore. But of course, this group still has some use in different ways. So yeah.
Sure.
Diplomat is great. I've seen season 1. I don't know what Diplomat is.
For me.
And of course, you still haven't seen Ted Lasso, which is on Apple TV as well. So just get Apple TV for like a month or so, and then watch
it all.
Yeah. Also watch Studio. I've only seen the first 3 episodes. I want to watch more. But it's got Seth Rogen in it. You don't like Seth Rogen?
It depends on what he does.
So this one, yeah, I agree with that actually. But I think more and more recently, I've liked him more and more as he's like matured. He's got out of the pothead humor kind of stuff. I mean, he's doing the Muppet Show now too. In fact, have you seen the Muppet Show? It's on Disney Plus.
I haven't.
They've started it over. You should watch it with Luca. It's great.
Yeah.
Although it's got some singer, what's her name? Some pop singer or something. I skipped the music numbers. No offense to her. It's not my thing. Elsbeth. Yes, I love Elsbeth. Elsbeth is a great one. That's a great example of like a fun, lighthearted, detective-y kind of thing. She plays, it's this woman, she's from a different show that she was like a side character in a show. They gave her own show. It's this woman in New York. She's a lawyer and she's working with the cops to make sure they're good, but instead she's like really just solving the cases. It's pretty funny.
Okay.
Wasn't this a movie? I think it had like Kat Denning in it or something like that. Oh, right. She's from The Good Wife. I never saw The Good Wife, but yeah. Yeah, lots of great shows out there. I just need more fun, lighthearted ones. I don't have any more. I need like a Brooklyn Nine-Nine. I need something like that.
You
like
ever watched Enola Holmes?
Yeah, both of them. There's 2 movies.
They're making a 3rd.
I know. I want to see it. I don't. That is one thing. I don't buy Henry Cavill as Sherlock Holmes.
As Sherlock, yeah.
I just see Henry Cavill.
Yeah, sure.
I think the guy's great. He was great in all the other stuff he did, but for some reason, Sherlock Holmes shouldn't be like
big.
He should be built like Superman, right?
Sure.
It just doesn't quite work for me. But I think she did a great job.
Yeah, they were fun. I liked the first one.
Bobby Brown, no, Millie Bobby Brown, or no, now it's something else. Millie Bobby Bon Jovi Brown, or whatever.
No, her stage is Millie Bobby Brown. She's not changing that.
Oh, okay.
Unless something changed. Her announcement was that she wasn't changing her name.
Ghost. I saw the American version before I knew there was an English version, a British version, and the British version was first. And now I don't think I could go back and watch the British version and enjoy it as much. Although people say the British version is more fun. It's basically this person, this woman hits her head and she can see ghosts kind of thing. But it's a comedy and the ghosts are funny and all that stuff. It was pretty funny for a while. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but I need and that's another good example. See what I'm the minute something light-hearted and funny pops up, I soak it in and now I'm out.
Yeah, yeah. Man in the Tide. I saw the first one.
Was it
That's a
good?
good one.
I
Yeah,
do like Ted Danson.
it was good. I loved
The
The
Good
Good
Place?
Place. The Good
Yeah,
Place was
The Good
really good.
Place was
Oh,
great.
so funny.
Ah, there are times where you could just go to YouTube and watch funny moments out
Yeah,
of that, and it's out of context, and it's great. Yeah,
yeah,
let's
that's a good
see.
one.
Um, yeah, I mentioned at the top of this that I rewatched Ragnarok last night, just because Aaron brought up like a scene or something, and we're like, oh, where he called or what's his name calls him Sparkles. I was
Yeah,
like, okay, we got to watch it again. Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
I almost rewatched the last Spider-Man just for the Daredevil scene itself, where he catches the brick.
Yeah.
Sometimes I just want to see that scene. Yeah,
Where
One
are
Full
you
Family.
on? Where are you on Stranger Things?
Oh, I finished it. Did
Oh,
you
okay,
what? Did you finish Stranger Things?
I did.
I haven't seen that. This is a movie, right? This is the Brandon Fraser movie. That looks like it's going to be a tearjerker, not a funny one. But not that that's such a bad thing. But yeah, yeah. Stranger Things. Woo, we could talk about that. Did you like it overall?
Yeah, I did.
All right. I loved it overall. I don't understand a lot of the criticism that has happened, but you're never going to end a show like that without some criticism.
No, because everybody wants it to be a certain thing.
Yeah.
They want it their way. This is what it's going to be. Like I got into that whole, um, what do they call it? The something gate. I forgot what they called it, but there was this whole conspiracy theory that the last episode wasn't the last episode. That there's
Ugh,
another episode because the last episode was, and it made sense. Like all the stuff that they used from the series,
that's funny.
it all made sense, and everyone got on board that they were gonna. If the Duffer Brothers pulled that off, it would have been fucking epic. It wasn't the case, and it was good. I think it was good.
Hmm. I didn't see any of that, so I am happy with where Stranger Things ended up. But yeah,
It was really if the people that dove into it that started like creating that theory, it was very well thought out and really
Hmm.
smart and fit. It wasn't like some goofy fan theory. Like it actually made sense in the narrative of what was going on in the story. That if it was the end, it would have been really good.
So I think Stranger Things. I would say suffers, but I think they pulled it off. But I think it suffers from the same thing that Lost had, where they started something, and I don't think they fully knew what the end product was.
Right, right,
And I think they had to build that brick by brick as they went, right? It faltered for Lost. It wasn't, I don't even dislike Lost as much as most people do. I thought
right.
it was fine the way they ended it. But, I mean, it wasn't great, but it wasn't totally disappointing for me. But I thought that, what do you call it? Stranger Things, they built it brick by brick, like, oh, this season, let's get to this part. And the last season, I was worried it was going to feel like, oh, just these ridiculous tie-ins to tie
Yeah,
everything up, and then it's over. And they did tie it up in a good enough way for me, but they also added stuff to it that I didn't see coming. I thought they did really well. The whole, like, I didn't even ask for a further, what do you call it, origin story for Vecna, and
yeah.
yet we got even more. And I was like, oh, this is fascinating.
So
So
there's
yeah,
two things with it that I didn't like specifically. One was the Broadway play. The Broadway play is canon.
the Broadway play
The Broadway play is canon.
of Stranger Things.
Yes. And it gives you
Huh?
what's his name's origin. Like
Vecna.
that briefcase in the tunnel, but not Vecna. What's his name? What's the character's name?
Oh, the scientist that's in the tunnel and all that.
Yeah. But what's Vecna's? What's his Edward? Not Edward.
Henry.
Henry. It's an origin story that actually like where he got
Huh.
his powers from. But we don't know that because you can't. I mean, I'm in New York, but I'm not going down to Broadway and pay Broadway money to go see this show, which I guess they are doing. They're releasing. They're filming for release,
That's
so
cool.
you'll be able to see it. Yeah, which is nice.
Yeah.
But I didn't like if you saw the Broadway play and this thing in the Broadway, but we don't know the fucking Broadway play. So how are we like that? That was a little too much. And then the other thing I heard, because they did like a behind the scenes or whatever, is that, and I don't know if this is necessarily true, but Netflix only signed it if they knew the ending. Like they had to
Oh,
give them the plot. Like this is what's going to happen. This is where we're going. This is how it's ending. And they wouldn't sign it unless they did.
yeah. Huh. Okay.
So
I mean,
I
I
guess
would have
they,
turned that on them and go, okay, I'll tell you the ending, but you have to let me end it because
right.
Netflix will go like, here's a great show. Oh, nobody watched it this weekend. We're canceling it.
Right. Yeah, that's true.
Like I always think that I wish they'd continued Cowboy Bebop, the live action version. I
Yeah.
loved that show. I was, and then a lot of people didn't watch it for whatever reason for the first week, and they canceled it 1 week after releasing it.
Oh, that's brutal.
Like while people were just starting, and then people were like, "Oh, well, then I'm not going to watch it," and then it just got worse and worse
Yeah.
views. So they were like, "See," and they're like, "No, people didn't watch it because you didn't give them a chance." But yeah. They didn't want to get Games of Thrones. That's fair. I feel like that's like a term now, like getting getting dethroned. It's what they all call it.
Dethroned. Yeah.
Just wrecking the ending, making the entire series unwatchable.
Brutal.
I thought about rewatching Game of Thrones, but then leaving off the last 3 episodes as if they never happened.
Yeah.
Just leave it where they kill the White Walkers. Yay, all done. And then
House rule it.
Yeah. Although now we're getting so close, I could probably just have AI create the last last episodes for me. Have you seen some of the more recent? Like I like someone made an AI of Brad. Was it Brad Pitt or was it? No, it was what? Yeah, it was Brad Pitt fighting Tom Cruise on the roof of a building.
Yeah.
And it looks just like a normal movie. And they're screaming like, "See what AI can do? They can make us punch each other," and stuff like that. It looks like a normal movie. There's not a single thing. I was like, "Oh man, that's dangerous.
Very dangerous. Yeah,
that is scary." But there are people, wanting to, create different endings. I saw someone make a different ending for something else earlier. I can't remember what it was, but
look at all the Star Wars stuff, all the fan-made storylines in between of stuff that we'll never get. That's all AI driven and all fan based. It all looks really good.
Second favorite movie of the year was Rental Film. I do want to see it. I like Brandon Fraser. I think he's an amazing actor. Which is crazy when you think about where he came from, right? Encino Man. Yeah. Although the first movie he was in was the what was it called? Where he plays a Jewish kid hiding that he's Jewish in a school of guys that all hate Jewish people. I can't remember what it was. It's like School Days or something like that. Someone don't know, but anyway, he does that amazing thing, and then he goes and does George of the Jungle and The Mummy, and you're like, oh, okay, yeah.
Family Ties.
Yeah, Family Ties, was it? Doesn't sound right.
School
Ties. That's what it was. Yeah. Family Ties is
different.
Yeah.
I did just watch The Mummy, all 3 of them, and my God, is Scorpion King awful?
Oh yeah, Scorpion's bad. You worked with Brendan Fraser? That's insane. Why is that? Did you not get a picture?
Yes, I remember Scorpion King being bad to begin with.
Yeah.
Then when we were about to see the Scorpion King come out, I was like, oh, I remember this being really awful. And it was more awful than I remember it being.
It was really bad, yeah.
Like the game had better. The video game had better graphics. I think it was on Xbox, like original Xbox. It looked better than what they did to The Rock in the Scorpion King. It was so brutal.
He was a stand-in body double. You have such a weird life, Evan. Great one, but um, but yeah. Sorry, what were you just saying?
Are fun.
The
The
mummies, yeah,
mummies are fun.
yeah. Mummies are great. They're not quite Indiana Jones, but they're close. They're more like because you have an ensemble, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah,
it's
yeah.
like an ensemble Indiana Jones kind of feel. So, um, but yeah, I Brendan Fraser needs to be in Star Wars. Everybody good actor needs to be in Star Wars.
Sure.
Yeah. Anyway, but
Well,
the
what are you watching now? What's on your when you sign off of this show and you go to the TV? What are you opening?
what I'm watching right now is basically what I would consider a filler. Like I'm even drawing while it's on, kind of thing. Sometimes it's called High Potential. It's on Hulu. It's a woman who's got like 160 IQ, but has never done anything with it. Is helping police solve crimes.
Okay.
It's a nice, again, lighthearted murder mystery thing, kind of stuff.
Sure.
Um, yeah, it's all right. Nope. I'll probably keep watching. I think I'm in season 2, near mid-season 2. It's just filler though. Like I need something to really, really hook into and enjoy right now.
Yeah, yeah. Never heard of it.
Yeah, it may have even been made by Hulu. I don't know. If you're just looking for something, to have off to the side, kind of fun or whatever, go ahead and do that. I'd recommend that one. Pretty good.
Okay.
What else is everybody else watching? What are you watching anything for you that you don't have to watch with your kids?
Yeah. I talked about that Dark series.
Yeah. Did you finish that?
Yeah, season 1 and 2 are much better than season 3. Still worth watching because of the storyline. But it was good to get into. Definitely get your brain going. And then the I don't know who, director, producer, writer, somebody from that series did a series. It's a limited series. I think it's only 8 episodes, called 1899. Also on Netflix.
Gonna party like it's 1899.
Like 1899. Yeah, Prince is in it. But it's got the same, like, it's something's going on and you don't know what the hell's going on, so you're trying to figure it out, kind of thing. It's I think I like it better than Dark, and I like Dark a lot.
Is that
So
also dubbed or subtitles?
Yeah, no, well, yes, but how do I say it? There are multiple countries represented.
Oh, okay. So sometimes there's English, sometimes there's not, kind of thing.
Yeah, but like put it on dubbed with the subtitles, but like they're on a ship and they're going from Europe to America, and there are multiple languages because there's multiple countries represented on the ship. So like some people are French, some people are German, some people are American. So they're all saying, it's weird because you're trying to read lips while you're listening, and like that one matched up, but that didn't. I don't understand what's going on. Which has nothing to do with the plot whatsoever.
Sure.
So I think, but it's written in a way where like you got to pay attention. It's not an off to the side kind of thing, but it does get you thinking. It's doing what Dark did. It just took an episode, maybe an episode and a half, for me to be like, okay, I can watch this one. Because I watched that His and Hers, and I honestly couldn't care. I love John Barenthal. I couldn't care less about that series. Like, it got better at the end, and I'm glad I watched it. But in the first 3 episodes, I was like, I'd rather do a dinosaur puzzle with my kids. Like it was gonna. I was.
Surprised you got to the end then.
No, yeah, it was on, right? And then I'm like, I'm doing emails or I'm doing research or I'm doing something on the computer and I find myself watching what was going on. It was like a car accident and I didn't want to look away because I wanted to know what happened, like who hit who. And it got to a point where it kind of sucked me in and then it turned. And I was like, okay, I'm glad I watched. I'm glad I watched up to this point.
Yeah, I have watched some of this. I haven't caught up to where they are, and I think they might have even concluded it. But it's been good so far. I think I watched the first 4 episodes so far.
I want to
I
watch
liked
it.
it. Yeah, it's happening in the I think it's like I don't know, 80 years or 70 years or something like that before Game of Thrones. But it's
Right.
just following one dude and his
Right.
story. It's not jumping around all these grand houses and all these mohahas and all that stuff. It's just this dude's story, which is awesome, and it's got some funniness to it and all that. So, yeah, looks good so far. I am enjoying that.
Okay.
I
I tried
haven't
to
heard
watch the
anybody say it
Red.
was bad. Actually, that's interesting. I mean, everybody. There's going to be people like it and don't like it, but yeah, for everybody I know that's watched it so far has been happy with it.
I want to get back into the Red Dragon, Red House of the Red Dragon. What's that one?
Yeah, I saw the first season of it. I didn't watch the second season.
I didn't either.
You know what
I
it
don't think
is?
I finished the first season.
I finished the first season. The thing for me is that there were no characters that there were some characters that were interesting, but there were no characters I liked.
Right.
And that's the thing about Game of Thrones. There were characters that I liked, even ones that I liked to hate. Right? Like Littlefinger.
Yeah.
I loved it every time he came on, and then I hated him at the end of each scene, but I still loved him,
Sure.
right?
Yeah.
But Danny and Tyrion, and there are characters that the second they pop up on screen, you're like, "Ooh, what's happening?" And you didn't get any of that with any of these characters in the House of the Dragon, for me, anyway.
Yeah.
It just didn't hook me for whatever reason. The characters weren't doing it, and it was all this subterfuge of, "Ooh, this person's supposed to be on the throne, but this person's doing this thing to it." But if you don't care about any of the characters, then you don't care who gets on the throne.
Right.
And they all seem to be kind of backstabby, so who cares?
Which they all backstabby in fucking Game of Thrones.
Yes and no. I mean, Tyrion, I wouldn't say was backstabby.
No, Tyrion was front stabby.
Fair enough. But not if he didn't have to be. I like that he even called himself a coward. He wasn't.
Yeah.
But he thought of himself as one sometimes,
It did it well though because they were playing a game, so like they had to tell certain people what they needed to hear, and then tell other people what they needed to hear. Like it all made sense.
He was crossbowy. One time a man murders his father with a crossbar. And you call him crossbowy.
He was very crossbowy.
I mean, I even like Jon Snow, and he was probably the least likable of the main characters, I think. Of the main characters.
I mean, I liked him better than probably half of the main characters.
I don't know. I mean, I didn't hate him. I'm just saying, like, he didn't tell jokes and get you to like, oh, I love this guy or anything like that.
Sure, yeah.
Like he was just he was an honorable, blah blah blah, all that stuff. Like Ned Stark, right? It's very much like that, which you would like that character, but there's nothing that's like, oh, I can't wait till they come on. In fact, every time he came on, I was like, all right, let's see what this brooding dude in the winter is going to be doing now. What's he upset about now? Too many
I guess.
wildlings after him.
They all had that. Like every time Cersei came on, you're like, I don't know.
Yeah, but when she came on, you were like, oh man, this is going to be. Every time it was like, you didn't think she'd take it to the next level of evil, but she could,
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, he was a little whiny for my taste. He was a little Anakin.
A little bit.
Little bit. John the Bridge Builder.
Well, no. Because your name's Evan.
No, it's no fanboy. Yeah, I didn't want him to like die. I didn't hate him or anything like that. He was definitely the hero archetype, right? He just wasn't the I know things and I drink a lot, guy. Like the guy that makes you laugh and that kind of character. So, let's see. Yeah, so I am watching that one. I started rewatching Mad Men. Have you ever seen this show?
No.
So I watched it years ago when it came out, right? But it's been so long that I only remember snippets of it. Like, I remember the scene and stuff like that. So I started rewatching it, and there's a difference. There's a big difference between watching the show once a week when it came out versus binging it, like having it off to the side while I'm working and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
And the big difference is psychological. This is a really weird thing. So, at least for the first season, I'll say it's probably for the whole show, but for the first season, the main character, John Hamm, plays the main character in there, Don, and he is an unhappy person living a life as if he is happy, if that makes sense. And then he does stuff to kind of like self-destruct because he is unhappy and all this stuff. And it has this undertone of like sadness, but they don't ever say it. You feel it in his acting. Like, it's an amazing job. All the accolades that show gets, they deserve. Yeah, but if you binge it, it can affect you. Or at least for me, like at the end of the week, I was like, man, I watched too much of this show. I feel kind of felt down.
Really?
And so I stopped watching it for a couple of days. I got better. It's like, I'm only going to watch it once a week. I can't binge it. It's too. I get too emotionally in there, and then and I'm not, and I don't even identify with anything like that. But it's just like, it's kind of like I can't play Fallout for that long of a period, like I can with like Oblivion or even Skyrim, because Fallout is so depressing, the world that you're in, that it starts affecting me after a while. And I'm like, I don't want to be in this world anymore. I get out of the game. So it kind of feels the same way. Hey, Andrew.
Hey, Andrew.
So that's just a personal thing with me. It's an amazing show, and I'm going to continue to watch it. I'm just going to space it out a little bit more, put some funny stuff in between. I'm apparently very affected by TV.
Interesting. That's good to know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so you can use it against me. Mad Men is I almost said beautiful. It might be beautiful in a storytelling, acting sense of a story, and all the characters are really fascinating. So
yeah.
So yeah, we anything else we want to cover before we jump into the Clone Wars and have everybody abandon us? Because we're gonna go deep into Clone Wars and Star Wars.
No.
Okay. So at this point, we have a list or thoughts of at least episodes or a group of episodes in Clone Wars that people can skip. And then I'll argue why his list is wrong.
Please.
And I'm going to put in Star Wars, Clone Wars. They probably shouldn't have called it Star Wars Clone Wars. There we go. All right. So, watched all of it. Yeah, and that's a good question. How many times I've watched all the way through, straight through, I've watched twice, and then I've watched batches of it in different times. Like, I'm going to go see this storyline and stuff like that. Probably actually 2.5 times. So, yeah. So we've seen it quite a bit. But I did have to, for this talk, I had to go back and just do a quick look over at I just went through the whole list, went, oh, right, that's where this happens. That's where, just to kind of get in general, I didn't want to forget certain ones, right?
Right. So I'm farther. Bad Batches. Bad Batch. Oh, it's another one we could talk about.
Yeah, but don't miss any of that. There's
No,
only
don't
2
miss
seasons
it.
of that.
Yeah, watch all of that.
So Clone Wars, if you don't know, has 1 through 7 seasons. Don't watch them in the order they are. There's a better order. If you go to StarWars.com, there's an order for it. I should have put it in the notes, but the first and second seasons, they kind of put things out at the wrong time. It's really weird, but yeah.
So dumb. It was so dumb.
Yeah, it's like in fact I have the story. Where is it? Here it is. Yeah. So like on the first season, if you were to watch it in chronological order of all the stuff, the first episode you should watch is season 2, episode 16. Then the next one is season 1, episode 16. And both those stories connect as a part 1 and part 2. You're like, what?
Yeah.
Yes, it's weird. There you go. It's in the chat. Live chat. Yeah, good. Yeah, and this is the official StarWars.com order you should watch things in. So,
yeah.
But yeah, so I have several listed that I think you don't need to watch that and stuff. But I put stars by ones that I wouldn't recommend you miss. But if you said to me, I want to watch Clone Wars, it's a lot of content. It is. It's it's like over 100 episodes, right?
7 seasons. Yeah.
There's
a lot.
There's a lot.
Oh yeah.
7 seasons of it, like you said. If you watch, you want to watch it and you're like, I don't want to get bogged down in some bad ones and stuff like that. There are a few that I think you could totally skip. You want to go first with your suggestion? Because we can argue about what you're about to say. I know what you're going to say.
There are 133 Clone Wars episodes.
There you go. I have a list of maybe, I don't know, 20 that you could take out.
Oh, see, I have 10.
Well, some of mine are grouped because there's like, you could get rid of this storyline and there's 3 episodes of it kind of thing,
True. 11.
Yeah.
12, 13. 13.
Okay. I mean, I'm just guessing 20. I didn't count. So yeah.
So I've gone through it once, and then I've gone back and watched clips or episodes specifically. I am not as into it. Like when we talked about, let's start off with the Four-Armed General and that series of episodes, which I think is super annoying. I hate it. I hate watching it. I hate him. I don't understand it. I think it should be removed.
For content, it's season 4, because I knew you were going to talk about this. It's season 4, episodes 7, 8, 9, and 10. There's 4 episodes of it.
4 episodes of this. 4.
Well, technically, there's only 3 with him in it. There's an episode before that sets up the scenario, right?
Sure. Okay.
It starts with darkness on Umbara. So the idea is that they come in, they're in the middle of a fight in the first episode on this planet Umbara. Excuse me.
Yeah, they're fighting
Umbara.
They're fighting an unknown at the time.
Right. Yeah. And then Anakin has to be whisked away. I can't remember why, but he has to go to Coruscant or something. And so General Pong Krell is his name. He's a basilisk, like the 4-armed guy. What was his name? Dex from Clone Wars. Yeah. So which is really cool, actually. I mean, he had 2 bow staffs, lightsabers, the 4 arms.
Sure.
Really cool.
Yeah.
He comes on to take control of Anakin's troops. We're at this point in season 4, we know all their names, we care about them and stuff like that. And he proceeds to try to get them killed.
Yep.
He's basically turned to the dark side.
But not, right? Like I guess perspective comes into play, but he's not. The whole series, I wanted him to die. I hated him. I hated the series. I couldn't. Why am I watching this? Why are they taking up episodes, multiple episodes of this? And then it was last week, maybe after the show, we talked about it, and you brought up a point of view in the episode and what the episode, in a very narrow, specific reason, why they're important. And I'm like, okay, I can see that. But they didn't need to do it the way they did it. They could have done it in a different way, or in one episode, made you hate the guy, let the guy get captured, and then move along. Like, that would have been okay. But the why it was so long drives me bonkers. But you did have a good point in why it matters in this series and how we're learning about the troops, the clones.
That point is that the war is turning the Jedi towards the dark side. All of them, every single one of them. That's why they're losing. Even in the movie, they're losing their ability to use the Force, because Jedi shouldn't be warriors. They shouldn't be in a war. They shouldn't be overseeing the deaths of thousands, millions of people. It's turning them dark side, and so this what's his name, General Krell, a Jedi, he specifically at the end of this is saying he is trying to get Dooku's attention to join him, because he's turned to the dark side almost completely at this point. Well, pretty much completely at this point.
Right. Yeah.
So I think it was important that you see a Jedi do that. I wish they had done it. And we also see another Jedi turn later on. I don't want to give too many spoilers, I guess, but end of season 4, you see someone has turned as well. But I wish with this guy, you'd seen him before, like as a good Jedi early on or something like that. Like, or I wish they had turned, like, I don't know, Poe would have been cool to turn. Someone that you'd seen several times, right?
Yeah.
It would have been kind of cool. But, I think this was really good. Plus, it was good to see the soldiers rebel against a Jedi that was doing wrong. Like, you could see that they could turn on them if they needed to.
But you could have done that in 2, a part 1, a part 2. And also, you mentioned it was what? A season 4, episode 7?
Episode 7. Episode 7, he's not in it at all. That's the whole episode of them going to Umbara with Anakin and all that. He shows up in episode 8, 9, and 10. Right.
And I think I went into that because season 4 started with the dumb water wars with the underwater lightsaber.
Okay, so this is your second one?
Yeah. So season 4, episodes 1 through 3 is the water wars with the Mon Calamari.
Yep.
And you get Kit Fisto, which is great, and he's underwater, which is great, and the lightsabers are not affected by water. Drove me fucking crazy for the first 3 episodes of the season. Then there must have been a break in but then episode 7 starts this storyline where it progressively gets worse with every episode. And almost the front quarter of season 4 was like forgettable for me at this moment. I hated it.
Okay, so we'll get into the water one real quick. So this all happens on Mon Calamari, right? The planet where the calamari and the squid people, Quarren, where the Quarren come from. They both share that planet. Could you take that story out and everything flow fine? Yes, you could. I like the story.
Oh, God.
I like the story because, first of all, you get to see this world and all this stuff that's been part of legend all this time. Mon Calamari, they're very important. It's a huge turning point for them to turn towards the Republic because they were trying to stay neutral. When they turn to the Republic, that gets them on the good guy side. And then later on, whenever the Empire comes and stuff like that, those giant ships that they fight with are Mon Calamari ships. They're the ones that build basically the fleet of the rebellion. So it all stems from this beginning point. You don't need to know all that, obviously,
No.
to enjoy Star Wars. But the other thing is, lightsabers can work underwater. It's plasma.
Wait,
And
wait. Before we get to lightsabers underwater, I think
Okay.
it's really cool to know that the turning of the Mon Calamari and them becoming part of the rebellion helps them get the ships because they help build the ships, and there's a nice connection. That's great. That's great. 3 episodes of it with the frustration of lightsabers underwater.
I don't see why you have a problem with lightsabers underwater.
Because they
Plasma
have a
in real life exists underwater. But secondly, they have, and this is way before this show ever, and the role playing game from the 80s, Jedi can buy a little, not buy, but create a little piece for their lightsaber to make it work underwater.
Okay.
It's been thought of way early.
Apparently.
I mean, it works in space.
Sure.
That's a vacuum. Why would it not work underwater?
I don't know. There's something about the movement of underwater fighting that
we have flashlights that work underwater now. Why wouldn't Star Wars? Like, I don't know why this is what breaks.
It's just frustrating.
People can move things with their mind, but plasma underwater.
Nope, don't do that. Whatever. There's a little contraption that lets you work underwater, and they use the force to help push their muscles through the water at normal speed, just like they were fighting not in water. Okay, fine. That 3 episodes of that I didn't need.
I'd argue that they were moving slower because you saw the shark guy and Kit Fisto. They were able to move a lot faster and smoother than the others did.
Sure. But you're also talking about Kit, who's an experienced Jedi.
Yeah.
Not like Finn,
he dies in 5 seconds against Palpatine, but whatever.
Sure, which is, we're not even talking about that.
No, we're not.
But I mean, in the same realm of Finn, who gets a lightsaber and can wield a lightsaber against Kylo in 5 minutes of swinging it around.
Yeah. Well, apparently Kylo sucked, so.
Right. So yeah, take some things with a grain of salt. But that whole season 4, looking back at some of this stuff, like there's another one in season 4. There's another one. Oh, yep. Yeah.
All right, find one that we can agree on.
What happened after the Water War? So season 4, episode 1, 2, and 3 are the Water Wars with the calamari.
Shadow Warrior with Boss Leon and Jar Jar. Yeah.
Oh God, toss it out. Toss it out.
You can get rid of every episode that has Jar Jar in it, except for the last one in, I think it's season 5 with him and Mace Windu. That was
where he actually earns his respect.
Yeah, that was a decent episode.
Yeah.
But yeah, honestly, some of these all say Jar Jar. Some of these say Jar Jar. One of the first ones, Bombad Jedi, is one of my ones I hate the most. I'll always skip it. It's season 1, episode 8.
8. Yep.
It's when they go to Rhodia and Jar Jar like fumbles around and falls in the water and saves the day by pretending to be a Jedi. It's just awful.
Yeah, it's like a drunken monkey, right?
It feels like they were making a great show, and then George Lucas called and said, "Hey, people are being mean about Jar Jar again. Make them in there, but make sure you don't change anything about him. Keep him just as dumb and stupid that everybody hates about Jar Jar." Okay, like they made that one episode, and that's it. Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure that episode was a different voice actor for Jar Jar. And then it was received so badly that they actually brought him back to voice Jar Jar in the other episodes where Jar Jar exists.
Okay, that sucks. That's a great band name.
Yeah, it's great.
Actually, there's a few in season 4. The one right after that, the Mercy Mission.
Mercy Mission.
There are, that is what, 4? No, that's 2. There's a bunch of those. Yeah, there's at least 3 episodes of that, and it's just miserable. Of the Mercy, it's the one where the droids go with the little general guy. What's his name?
Yeah, he's riding on top of the R
Yeah,
unit.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I have
Oh
season
no,
4.
sorry, I got that mixed up. But this is also a bad one.
It's
Mercy
very cool.
Mission is the droids going underground to talk to the little people because there's earthquakes. So C-3PO and R2-D2 fall underground and talk to these like
Yeah.
lizard nymph people who are mysterious and have been causing the earthquakes because they've been polluting the blah blah blah, and
Sure.
C-3PO fixes it, but then nobody ever knows because nobody ever talks to the droids.
Right.
Just miserable.
Awful.
Any droid centered stuff again doesn't work for me. I don't even like the one where R2-D2 goes missing and Anakin whines about it like he lost his little toy like for 2 episodes.
Yeah. But what about the other unit that fights with R2 the whole time? Like, we're supposed to like this unit, but he's fighting with the droid we love. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, it's like think of it's like if they try to introduce a character that walked into Mandalorian and slapped baby Yoda, and then we're supposed to care about this character. No, he's got to die. Like we don't.
Yeah, like the biker scout that punched him. Yeah, we're not gonna like you anymore. So season 4, if we had a pick, season 4 is the worst out of the gate. 1 through 3 is the Water War. 4 is Shadow Warrior.
I like the Water War.
They're awful. No, remove them. Episode 6 is the Nomad Droids, and then 19, the Massacre with the Night Sisters.
Oh, that's a great one. What are you talking about?
Not.
It really matters where they massacre the whole Night Sister clan and all that stuff.
Does it?
Yeah, it totally matters. It connects into a bunch of other legendary stuff that then also then comes back and connects back into canon stuff. The whole thing with what's her name, Ventress, and her storyline, it's a huge deal for her.
Yeah, I guess.
It also cuts off the whole. You can't just keep going back and getting more Darth Mauls. Like, cut that whole thing off.
You're killing the supply. Sure.
Yeah, you killed the supply of Darth Mauls. It's kind of an important thing. I think you need that. What I would say to cut out before that in season 4 is the whole slaver thing. They've got 1, 2, 3, 4 episodes where Anakin and Obi-Wan get taken as slaves. Do you remember that with the cat people, the Zygerians?
Yeah, yep.
It's just kind of like they do this 4-episode thing to tell you how bad slavery is, and it's like, yeah, we all know. We don't need 4 episodes of Star Wars to tell us that slavery is bad. Like, this isn't the 50s or whatever.
Yeah, season 4 seems to be like they were just throwing multiple things out there. Multiple episodes in a row. The Massacre one to me just felt like drawn out. Like there really wasn't. I mean, I guess that's just
Savage. Yeah, Savage was Darth Maul's brother's name. I have his toy actually. He's a really cool guy.
Savage was voiced by.
I knew that at one point. I can't remember who now. Yeah, so I mean that was season 4. We did jump to it just because I knew those 2 big things were your issues. Season 1 for me was worse than season 4 because at least season 4 did these groupings of storylines, and you could be like, this one isn't that great, and you move on. But season 1 had a lot of like individual ones. So we're just like, another one of these, Like I said, it had the Bombad Jedi,
awful.
where Jar Jar gets, mistaken as a Jedi.
Clancy Brown.
Okay.
He did Savage.
There's R2-D2 gets lost is in season 1. You could skip those. That's season 1, episode 6 and 7. There's
6,
some one
7,
with the
8.
yeah. Do you remember the 8 is Bombard Jedi. So just miss 6, 7, and 8. Also
Yep, yep.
5, Trespass. That's the one where the remember what are they called, the Pantorans, the blue people. They land on that planet, and the Talls, the white snowy tribe people, like they get off our
Oh,
planet and they go,
Jesus.
no, we're gonna blow you. It's basically like it makes the good guys look like bad guys, basically.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Which they are kind of being bad guys there. And it's just there's no reason for that. Yeah, but yeah, those first few episodes are kind of a hard push through.
They are.
And then 17 and 18 of season 1. That's the dumb one where on Naboo, the scientist with the blue virus or whatever
The
it was
blue
called,
shadow virus. I had
blue
that
shadow
down too.
virus, Dr.
So dumb.
Nuvo Vindi. Ugh,
Yep.
what a overacted character, and he's just like a creepy little it's just it wasn't believable
No.
character, and why he was doing it, like it just didn't make any sense.
Nope.
But yeah, I mean, there's also it's a weird one because it happens in season 1 if you're going in a row, but there's this whole one about remember Zero the Hutt?
Yeah.
Where they have Cad Bane, he's trying to break him out, and it's season 3 episode 8, then season 1 episode 22, then season 3 episode 9. Like you have to do this big jump to get all 3 of them together in a row. But the first episode he kidnaps C-3PO, and it's this whole thing, and again it's droid centered. I don't care about that. And then Zero the Hutt is just kind of overplayed and stupid and kiddish.
Yep.
It's just that whole 3 thing sucked. The only good thing out of it is you get Quinlan Voss.
Yeah, Quinlan. Yeah, for sure.
That's where you see Quinlan Voss. He's the Sentinel Jedi that has the yellow across his eyes, and it has the yellow lightsaber. He's pretty cool. He pops up in some other stuff later on. So
Tales of the what is it? What's the new one?
Oh, it's not Tales of the Empire. It's Tales of the Underworld?
Underworld. That one. Yeah. That's Cad Bane's story and Asaja's story, where we get a little bit of Voss in there too.
Yeah, that's a fairly new one. It came out earlier this year, I think. Yeah.
That was for Star Wars. That was I mean, we're in spoiler territory, right? I know that's kind of new, but man, the Tales of the Underworld, the Cad Bane, the trilogy of episodes in that one, that was hard. Like that was gut punching.
I like that one, but I liked Ventress's story a little bit more.
Yeah, Ventress's story was great, but I love Cad Bane. Like, just what they gave us in that episode was like heavy. It was heavy,
and I liked that it had kind of a Western feel to it.
Sure.
Just because he always has. He's got the hat. He's got the guns to the side. He has the little toothpick, and
Yeah.
So even the beginnings have that. I had a friend, and then things went sideways, and then tragedy and all this stuff. It had a great good. Yeah, it was tough. Could have been drawn out over. I think so too. Could have had his own series.
I think season 3, episode 7, Evil Plans. That was also one that you can remove.
Which one is that? Evil Plans?
Yeah.
I don't have that one.
It's right around what you were talking about with the droids. They what's the thing? They're tasked to get. This is the synopsis of it. 3PO and R2 are tasked to get some Jogan fruit.
Oh yeah.
At the reception, again, like it's just
that's the beginning of it. Yeah, it's
I love 3PO and R2, their back and forth, their wittiness, their sarcasm. You fill in the gaps of the beeping that R2 does. And it's so fun to watch them go back and forth.
But they're side characters. When you make them the main characters or any of the droids,
doesn't work.
It doesn't work. You don't have the same kind of Jeopardy. You're just
And I
like,
would
oh,
get
something
it.
will happen to him, and they'll get him. And they're not going to kill R2D2
No,
and
they're not.
C3PO too. So
Right.
it's like, yeah,
Although they can do whatever they want because there's so many loopholes with the droids. Anyway,
I
I
guess.
would get
Yeah.
some of those episodes in season 1 because it really was coming across as a kid show. Right. It wasn't, but I mean, and it totally switched. Like it didn't after a while. But
Bonk is the bedrock of that show. Bonk, bonk.
I get some of these episodes being early in the series because
Mhm.
maybe that was the direction they were going to be like fillery and childish and whatever.
Mhm.
But then later on, like it just skip it. Just skip it. It does nothing.
Yeah.
It does nothing for anything.
Well, another group of ones that I would skip, and there's two of them, right? So it happens earlier, and it happens early second season, and it takes up 1, 2, 3 episodes, and then later on it comes back in I think season 6, maybe no season 5. But it's anything having to do with Rush Clovis.
Oh God.
So this is, what I'm talking about. This is the guy that is basically dated Amidala whenever she was even younger, right?
Yeah.
He's another diplomat and stuff. So in which one is it? Season 2, 5, 6, and 7. That's his whole little. Oh no, sorry, that's a different one.
No, that's the Point Rain.
Yeah, where's the one with? Oh, there it is. Season 2, episode 4. This is the one where she meets with him, and then Anakin is just this jealous, like, kid, basically, which is annoying and bratty, and we don't want to see that and stuff.
Yep.
He just ruins the whole thing. I actually think the Padme pretending to be a spy, blah blah blah, would have been great if it didn't have this whole Anakin, you're mine and you can't be around him, even though he knows she's undercover. He's just ruining it for her. Just stupid. It's so stupid.
Agreed.
And then because I would say don't watch that. I would say don't watch season 6, episode 5, 6, and 7, which has Clovis again. Although I will say those 3 episodes are kind of cool. Those have some twists and turns to them. He comes back and needs her help and things like that. So it's a give or take, Watch one episode in season 2 that sucks just so that you can enjoy those, or you could leave all 4 episodes out.
Yeah, I like the season 6 ones better. I don't know if you need to know the older stuff.
I think you would need to know that one. They refer to it and stuff.
Yeah.
The one I just mentioned that I got mixed up with though was
Episode
season
5?
2, episode 5, 6, and 7 in season 2.
Yeah, the Point Rain one.
The whole going back to Genosha. It's stupid. They do it with the little brain worms and the queen of the Genoshans and stuff. They weren't that interesting in the movie. Honestly, they were just flying bug people.
Yep.
With a lot of questions in my mind, by the way. So, like, let's just think about these. This is a problem that George Lucas does with his world building, right?
Yeah.
Like, he thinks of a character, how he needs them, and then doesn't think about anything behind them. Like how does the Emperor, what's he do for fun? Does the Emperor do anything for fun? He must. He just give him a chess game or something, right? You can't just sit there going, whoa, ha, 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 24/7. You just can't. You have to have something else in your life.
Well, he had clones to help him, didn't he?
Right. I just mean, like, he's not a real person. He's a 2-dimensional flat character of evil, right? But George Lucas does this sometimes with entire species. And so that's what the Genosians are. They're just these flying bug people that he needed to be on a planet. But look at how they're living. You go and look at that world, and it just looks like dirt and caves, right? And you go, okay, well, what's in the caves? You go in the caves, there's a whole droid factory. Cool. So they do have technology. They have power. They have all this stuff. And then you go look at how they live, and they're just sleeping in a tunnel.
Yeah.
No bed. They haven't invented beds, but they have droid factories. They have it. They're not. It's just this weird.
Sure.
Like they don't do anything else but just exactly what, just like watch people die in the arena and that's it. Like there's nothing more to these people. So the Genosians, I hate the Genosians. It's their thing. It's such a flat, surfacey, two-dimensional species that they've never.
Well, they
done.
were easily manipulated too, right? Like they were just used.
Yeah,
they were taken advantage of, and they were used because they were just simple.
Yeah, and I get that, but I don't know. It just, again, it felt like creatures that he invented because he needed to plug in a spot instead of fleshed out something that,
Yeah, you had Kiadi was in that episode.
Yeah, and the only reason to watch those episodes is because of Barriss Offee.
Yeah, Barriss, yeah.
It introduces Barriss Offee, who is a huge character later on in season 4, right?
Yeah.
Very important to know who that is. So while I want to say you could skip it because of all the Genoshan stuff, that storyline with her and Ahsoka is really kind of foundational for later.
It is. It's true. That's a good point. It's not a good episode.
It's not. It's not a good group of 4 episodes on Genosha.
Nope.
So there's only one episode that has Barriss Offee, so watch that one.
That's a good point. That is very important.
And Luminara, I think her name was the
Luminara. Yeah.
Yeah. The only other one. Oh, you know what I could do without, and you might argue against it. So far, you haven't argued against anything I've said. I don't like the Wookiee hunt one. The one where Ahsoka gets kidnapped and put on the world and hunts. It gets the Wookiees are being hunted by the Trandoshians. It's got Chewie in it because Chewie's got to be on every single time you show a Wookiee.
Well, because he's dated, right? It makes sense.
It doesn't make sense. Every time they show a Wookiee, it happens to be Chewie.
No,
like there aren't other Wookiees in the world. There's a whole planet of them.
There are plenty of Wookiees in the world. Chewie's not in every one of them.
It feels like it.
It does.
Like even in a Boba Fett, I was like, okay, we're gonna see Chewie in the background because there's a Wookiee here. So
sure, yeah.
Chrysanthemum or whatever his name was.
Chrysanthemum, yeah. Yeah, I agree. And the Wookiee hunt one, it was just service, I think, than plot.
Yeah, it was a bit too fan servicey to put him in there. Otherwise, it was an okay one. I love Ahsoka. She's my favorite character of Star Wars ever. So it's hard to say you don't need that one because it was a very Ahsoka-centered thing. Yep, there she is.
Over here, too.
But it could be totally left out, and there was nothing that ever came from it or was brought up from it again. So it's only 2 episodes. It's season 3, 21, and 22.
Yeah, so it was filler episodes. I don't know. I mean, you would know more because you go against me when I say this is trash, and you're like, yeah, but it brings this into the thing. There was nothing really about that adds to anything.
No, it was yet another one, like I said with the Slavers one, where they just wanted to show people being bad guys. They wanted to show the Trandoshians being bad guys. And I thought, okay, maybe they'll come into play later, but it doesn't.
No, it doesn't.
I don't think they even show a Trandoshan later, other than Bosk in the Bounty Hunter ones later. But who is also a bad guy. They never have any good guy good guy Trandoshans.
Pirates. Even in the Young Jedi series, they have one, and he's a pirate.
Yeah. Kind of racist.
Sure. All Trandoshans are evil and pirates.
You know what's funny is in the role-playing game that came from the 80s and also into the 90s of Star Wars, if you look at Rodian, what their special abilities and all that stuff are, they don't really have any special abilities. They're like just a slightly different from humans as far as their stuff. But the only thing it says for the race is that people usually assume they are criminals. So
Wow.
In the world of Star Wars, they are racist towards Rhodians and think they're usually criminals. But that's
Sure.
all based off of just Greedo being a criminal and they only
Sure, sure.
Rhodian, right?
That's true.
But
That's
that
funny.
is one thing. So real early on in season 1, in fact, it might even been the first episodes, you get to see Toydarian world, right? With the king, like Watto with the wings,
Yeah.
right? And what I did really like about that is that none of them were like Watto. They
Right.
were like honorable and all this stuff,
Established.
and
Yeah,
they
yeah.
had their
Yeah.
own culture and stuff.
Yeah.
And usually in Star Wars or even Star Trek or any of these kind of sci-fi, even fantasy, when you see one character of a race, from now on, they always define the entire race as just like that. You see one Klingon and he's, I want to
Right.
kill people. The entire race has to be warriors, kind of thing. So
Right.
I like that we saw Watto, and he was this crooked little guy,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know,
What do you do?
and then the race of people were nothing like him, and I love that they did that.
They did that with the Rhodians too, though. In one of the episodes, they were helping one of the Rhodians. He wasn't a criminal. He wasn't backstabbery. He was genuine.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
And I think they've done better with that later on in Clone Wars. Like I said, it makes
Sure.
things less two-dimensional, right?
Sure.
Like,
Yeah.
not every human is the same, so why would every Wookiee be the same? Why would every,
Right.
all that stuff? So
Right.
I like it whenever you see stuff like that. And so, yeah. The last one I have, I talked about briefly, but this is the worst one. The only one that I would say you should definitely skip. And
Worse
this is,
than the Jar Jar ones?
yeah, because it's so boring. It's so boring. It's season 5, episodes 10, 11, 12, and 13.
Oh, yeah. Sunny Day in
Four
the
episodes.
Void.
Yeah, it's the
Yeah.
one where the droids missions. It's all droids except for the one little guy, Colonel Meber Gascon.
Yeah.
So it's just one little frog guy. He really is like this big, talking to droids who just beep 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 at him.
Yeah.
And basically one guy talking throughout for 4 episodes.
Yep.
There's one episode where they're literally just lost in the desert the entire episode. Oh, so
Yeah.
boring.
Yeah, I'm with you.
All the other stuff has some stuff and interesting things in it. Not a single good thing in this entire 4-episode arc.
No, it was very frustrating.
And it even has R2 in it. I love R2, but
Yeah, I would say that was worse than. That's probably the worst.
I think
That's probably the worst on the list. The Bombad Jedi is horrific, but
that's one
there's
episode.
4 episodes. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's true.
Bombad Jedi, and it's early. It's what, number 8? Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, for me, that's the full list. And honestly, like I said, it's probably 20 out of what, 130 or something, 133,
144.
144 episodes. The other ones are fantastic, unbelievable.
Well, I have one more.
Oh, do you? Well, then I'll have to disagree because it's not on my list.
There are highlights in all of the series. There's a lot of great episodes. There are a couple that are misses. Season 7 is pretty damn good all around.
Ooh, you have one in season 7?
I have 3 in season 7.
What? Season 7 is amazing. There's only 12 episodes in season 7.
I know, but the Martez sisters?
You don't like that whole part? Okay. So we're talking about.
Tell me why they're good. Tell me why. What do they do? Like, what did that do for us?
Well, first of all, it shows you what happened to Ahsoka after she left the Jedi.
Okay, yeah.
Right?
Sure.
She didn't go too far. She stayed in Coruscant. She
Yeah.
just tried to find a place, something to do with her life. This was Ahsoka's story. It wasn't really about the sisters that much. I mean, they were a big part of it, but it was really about watching Ahsoka try to be someone else that's not a Jedi.
Okay.
So I love it because it's Ahsoka centered, and sure you could take it out, but if you took it out, then all you're doing is you're jumping from her leaving the leaving the Jedi,
Right.
right at the end of season 4, I think it is, or is it 5? It's 4, right?
Four. Four?
4, yeah.
Four.
So she leaves, and then you don't see her ever again until that time in season 7, right? You don't see her until the Martez sisters. And then after that, if you were to skip that, it then just jumps right to Mandalorian stuff, right? On Mandalore, her appearing on there.
Right. End of 7. Yeah, yeah.
So I would hate to see her leave the Jedi and then just start interacting with a Jedi. This gave us what was she doing in between that kind of thing.
Okay.
For the character of Ahsoka, I think it was very important.
I love the character of Ahsoka. I feel like they not forced it. I don't know. I get it. I get it. Give us a little bit more story of what she was doing after. Okay.
I mean,
Years
it's also fun
after
to
she
see
left.
Pike stuff, underworld stuff. It's interesting.
Yeah.
And she didn't even, she was kind of like, okay, I'm not a Jedi, so I can't be like pulling out the lightsabers, killing everybody kind of thing at this point.
Showing her straight. Yeah.
She was trying to find herself as a non-Jedi in that regards, so. Oh, and Bo-Katan sees her. It connects the whole thing.
All right. So I have two lists. I had the worst,
Mm-hmm.
and then I had also bad.
Also bad?
Like this one, this sheet is titled the worst,
Okay.
and this sheet is titled also bad.
Okay.
And that's on my also bad. I don't. I guess I got to go back and watch it. It was not. They were not my favorites.
That's fine.
Because I liked Ahsoka so much. I didn't like. I just felt like they could have done more with it because we hadn't seen her in years, and they're going to come back, and
Right.
it just felt like I don't know.
Hmm.
I don't know.
I mean, sure. If you don't like the storyline and all that, I wouldn't say you have to see it. But for me, I enjoyed that they showed us something before she got back into the Jedi world.
It makes sense. That's why I brought it up.
And this isn't Clone Wars. This is Tales of the Jedi. But the storyline where she tries to go to that farmland and all that stuff. It's an amazing thing. It comes from the book Ahsoka, which I read. It's a real fast, easy read too, but it's really good. Unfortunately, it's not quite canon because they changed things a little bit since then, but it's for the most part canon. One cool thing is it tells you why her lightsabers are white in that book. It's pretty cool.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, and how it happened.
I gotta read that.
Yeah, it's really good.
That and Thrawn are my two.
Yeah, there's an actual reason why her lightsabers are white, and it's really cool.
Yeah. That's cool. I want to go back and read Heir to the Empire as well.
Yeah, I read that. It was right before episode 9, so it's been a while.
Oh, okay.
But I just finished it. I didn't just finish it. I'd read maybe like 30-something books after the end of Return of the Jedi, just plowing through them, going, "Oh, that one's good. That's good," That's whenever they were like, "Hey, all those books, those are out of thing. We're doing our own new movies." I was like, "Okay, well, glad I read all that." I am though. I enjoyed those books, so it's fine.
Yeah, Timothy Zahn's great.
I thought Heir to the Empire was amazing until the last chapter.
The end of yeah,
because it came out of nowhere. There was nothing that you didn't go like, oh, that's why this and this, or nothing like that. It was it just came out of nowhere, and it felt stupid and silly.
They had to tie it up.
If you had foreshadowed some of it and things like that, yeah, So,
Yeah.
Shadows of the Empire is the best Star Wars book there ever has been. And
That
that's
was
Prince
damn
Sizor. Happens in between Empire Strike Back and Return of the Jedi. I think they made it a graphic novel too.
Yeah, and a video game.
Oh, and a video game. Yeah. So they should make it a series, animated series.
Do I still have it? I should still have it. I think it's right here.
Animated series would be great.
And yeah, I agree with you. Animated series is probably the best thing for it.
I mean, they could do so much with an animated series of our original cast. I don't know why they don't do that.
Sure.
They're not, you already messed with them, so why not have fun with it, right? Or you could just follow the Luke Skywalker Jedi Academy story.
No, I thought I had it. I don't.
What is that? Is that those NES? What are those?
No, Nintendo 64.
Oh, 64s. Okay.
Yeah. Shadows of the Empire was 64.
Oh, okay.
I know I have it. I just don't know where
Never
it
played
is.
it.
Oh, I want to find it so bad. That's Smash Brothers.
All right, get back here.
I have these. These are fun. Talking about Star Wars and a little bit of history. Super Star Wars.
Oh wow, that's
Super
original
Empire.
NES. Right?
This is Super Nintendo.
Super Nintendo. Okay.
Super Empire Strikes Back.
Super.
And Super Return of the Jedi.
What makes them so super?
All original from when I owned them.
What makes them so super?
They were on the Super NES.
Is that just the same as the NES ones, except you can play them on Super?
No, they were equally as hard. What's this one?
You know what's funny is for a long time, did you ever play X-Wing?
I played X-Wing, yeah.
For a long time, I wanted to play X-Wing again, and there was a period where you couldn't without some kind of emulator software and all this stuff. So I didn't bother. And then they re-released it, and I played maybe 4 missions. I was like, I don't know why, but in my mind, it was so much better. But yeah, I think because you don't have such a, you must exactly do this.
Yeah.
You have to save these people. You have to, not let this thing get destroyed. And then if you mess it up at all, you have to start all over. And that doesn't feel like you're progressing through a story. And that's what I've been trained now in games to do and stuff. So yeah, it's a little old school, put in another quarter, let's start over feel,
Yeah.
Anyway, getting sidetracked on games, but
that's fine.
Yeah.
I told Luca I wanted to show him Yoshi's Island because Yoshi's going to be in the next movie.
Yep.
I still love that game. I play that. It's still in my Super Nintendo.
You should just show him Mario 3.
Mario 3 is good.
Yeah.
Original Mario is still in my NES. What's in my... Oh, Yoshi's Story. Yoshi's Story is in my 64 at the moment. Zelda.
Do you have all that hooked up where you play it?
Yeah, they're all behind the side.
That's fun.
Yeah, on 2 screens and a system selector.
I mean, you can get those on Switch now, right?
Yeah, you can get an emulator and play on the computer.
I think the only thing you can't get, normally without emulators, stuff like that, the only thing you can't get is Mario 3.
On the...
on
really?
the Switch.
Why?
I don't know. There's some kind of weird thing about it, which is the one everybody wants to get again because it's the one where you had to go, travel around the island and all
with the
that.
whistle. Yeah, but that's the one that you can beat in 2.5 minutes.
3?
Yeah. You ever see the speed run? You know how in Mario, regular Mario, you can beat that game in 4 minutes.
I've seen speed runs of that one, but this is the one where Well, maybe I'm getting it wrong. 3 is the one where it has like a little island. You have to finish those, and you go across the bridge, finish those levels,
Yeah.
go across it. Yeah.
And you use the whistle, and the
Remember
whistle
that
brings a
game?
tornado and brings you to another thing.
Yeah, I guess I don't know. It's been years.
Yeah, you can beat that one real quick.
Well, that's not how I play games.
Maybe not 2.5 minutes, maybe like 7 minutes, but still.
I'm playing Cyberpunk right now. Have you
Oh,
ever played
wow.
that one?
No.
It's got Keanu Reeves in it, and it's
Right.
funny every time he pops up. You're like, it's Keanu Reeves. He's like trying to be this bad guy kind of guy, you know. And I'm like, you're Keanu Reeves.
Yeah.
But it's still fun. But I mean, yeah. And I'm doing the same thing in this game that I do in all open world games. Is they have their main storyline. And I'm like, and I go do all the side stuff. And eventually I'll get tired of side stuff and jump back in the storyline and just murder everything because I'm level 70 something when I should have been level 4. Yeah.
Sure,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's fun.
And then be like, that was an easy game, but I took 2 years to do. And it's crazy to me that there are people that, not crazy to me, but it's funny that there are people that just go, oh yeah, I played Cyberpunk for like a week and then I finished the whole thing and did a whole bunch of side quests. And I was like, man, like maybe, I don't know. I like walking around places and stuff. I don't fast travel usually.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
Depends on what you like.
Yeah. I was thinking about getting back into the Zelda one, not the Breath of the Wild, but Breath of the Wild Part 2. I can't remember what it's called.
Yeah.
Because I finished Breath of the Wild, but I didn't finish the second one.
I still need to play Breath of the Wild.
Breath of the Wild is one of my favorite games of all time.
I haven't played anything new Zelda since like Wind Waker? What's that one? Yeah, Ocarina, the Four Swords. I want to say Wind Waker was the new. That was GameCube. That was a new.
You need to get a Switch. And do you have a Switch?
I do.
Well, then why don't you have Breath of the Wild? That's the only reason to get the Switch.
Because I have 2 young kids.
They'll watch you play it. It's awesome.
I own Breath of the Wild.
Then play it.
I own it. It's upstairs with the Switch.
Okay.
Along with Animal Crossing and the other Zelda and Mario something or other. Just haven't played it.
Just play Breath of the Wild.
Sure.
And watch Strange New Worlds.
Got it. I'll do
That's
that I'll do that all by next Monday while
you don't have to do it all by next Monday. You can just start.
You know what? I won't be able to do the show next Monday. Oh, I can. I could do it on location.
Oh, because you're at Gamma.
I'll be at Gamma. It's a week show, not a weekend. I didn't think about that.
Okay. Well, we'll talk about it.
Yeah,
if you feel better.
I'll do it from the hotel or from one of those places.
Anyway, I hope that we have significantly covered all of the shittiest parts of Clone Wars. It really wasn't a way to deter people. It was more like ignore these and then watch all the amazing stuff.
Right. My list is different than your list. You have a good reason for watching some of the ones that I'm like,
Sure.
Which I thought there'd be more in season 1. And other than the Blue Shadow virus, which we talked about, and the Bombad Jedi, season 1 is fine. I think season 4 is the worst.
I think so too.
Nomad Droids, Shadow Warrior, the Water War.
Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of kind of meh ones that are okay in episode 1. I feel like in season 1, I feel like season 4 has ones that are either epic or okay. But
yeah,
there aren't bad ones to me. Season 5 has the bad one with the C-3PO and the R2-D2 and all that stuff. So
I have none on my list from season 6 at all.
Season 6, the only one I have on there is the Clovis ones in case you want to skip those. But again, like I said, they really weren't that bad, but If you skip the original Clovis one, you probably would skip that.
Right.
So
That's a good point.
but anyway, yeah, I hope we didn't deter anybody from watching Clone Wars, because the idea was that's just the bad stuff. Now skip that stuff, and then
Yeah.
you'll love every minute of the Clone Wars stuff. Hopefully.
Yeah. We've talked about it on the show. I think we went over this. I think 3 of my top 5 favorite Star Wars moments have come from Rebels and Clone Wars.
Easily. I mean, Rebels actually has more than Clone Wars for me.
I think 2 of them would be. I don't know if it would be top 1 or 2, but in my top 5 moments, 2 of them come from Rebels. 1 of them comes from Clone Wars for sure.
Yep. Well, and to be fair, the end of Clone Wars is probably one of the most amazing ways to end it, because of how it connects to Episode 3, the movie.
Yeah.
You can literally watch parts of the movie, then pause it, watch parts of the episode, pause it, then go back to the movie. Like, they're on top of each other, and it's amazing to see what else was going on during the movie. Basically, it's so good.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
Yeah, some of the best Star Wars comes from the animated stuff.
Yeah,
Can't skip it.
And a lot of the new stuff coming out calls back to that stuff. So, you should see it.
And then you got Maul next month.
Yeah, Maul's coming out, and that's going to be amazing. That's Maul, as far as I understand, covers what happens after the Clone Wars with him, right?
I think so. I don't know. I'm trying to stay away from it because I want to be more like...
just absorb it as it happens.
Yeah.
No spoilers, yeah.
Because I love Maul. He was one of the most feared in the galaxy and just brutalized in Episode 1. Like, it was some great moments, and then it was just like, okay, great. And then you see him, like, what happens to him after, and holy crap.
What I loved about Darth Maul from when I saw him in Episode 1 was that, remember the first time they see him, he just straight up attacks Qui-Gon in the desert.
Yeah, he tries to run over a kid. He tries to murder a kid.
There's no talking. There's no mohahas. There's no welcome to the dark side, blah, blah. None of that BS. He is just a force of evil come to kill everything in his wake. It's animalistic. It's amazing. And then the second time they see him, again, doesn't say anything. Shrugs off the cloak, pulls out the weapon, just attacks. He's so formidable that the entire squad of people come to take over the palace says, we'll take the long way. Instead of, let's all get this guy right now. No, they're like, no, I'm not having any of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, we'll scale the building
Yeah.
rather than go that way. Yeah. He was amazing. And I remember in the theater sitting on the edge of my seat for that fight. It was amazing.
Yeah, I watched that. I saw that in theater too. We don't have anything other than a flashback that I could think of that gives us more of Maul before Episode 1, right?
I don't think so. Yeah, there's stuff in books and comics.
Right.
I know that.
But not in action.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I hope something in Maul gives us a little bit more of... We don't have to live there. We don't have to live with Dathomir. We don't have to live with him and his brother. We don't need all of that stuff again. Just a little bit of him prior to Episode 1 would be... Because they do that really well with flashbacks, like with Ahsoka and with Dooku and with Bane. Like, we get really good clips of stuff. We don't have to live back there for episodes, but to give us a little bit more of him. Is it just mundane and he's a warrior and that was his existence and that's how he got to the Emperor? Like, how did that? There's a little bit.
I mean, like the Dathomir was kind of like, Sith are us.
Sure, yeah.
Like, Sidious would just show up. Hey, I need another one. They just give him an assistance.
But other than Savage, his brother, and the girl, the female version with the hell's her name? She's got the body tattoos that looks like his, but she's got the
Talon.
Twilight thing. Yeah, Talon. Like those are the only three that really come out of that world, right?
Yeah, I guess so. You mean a Sith, right?
No, like the
Or Dathomir?
Yeah, from Dathomir. Like you got the Night
Princess is
Sisters.
from Dathomir.
You got the Night Sisters.
Oh, okay.
But then from that side, you have Maul, you have Savage, and you have Talon.
Right. Yeah.
That's it.
As far as I know, yeah.
So like I want to know a little bit more of like, not that I need to see the Grogu version of Maul, but like I want to see him before Phantom Menace, right? Like what happened before that?
Yeah, I guess so. I don't think I need that, but because like you, I just imagine it is like Sidious showed up, talked to the sisters, said, "Give me somebody, or else I'll destroy your planet," or whatever it was.
But like, was he older when Sidious met him? Was he young?
Probably.
Like, did he take him when he was younger? Like, I feel like there's a little bit that they could do in a half an episode of Maul just to give us a little bit more. I don't know.
Maybe
there's a time period before that we don't know much about.
There is a Palpatine book that I think talks about him getting. I read it a long time ago. Talks about him getting Darth Maul as a youngling, basically.
Oh, really?
I think.
But is that legend? That's not canon now, right? That's legend.
I don't know if it is or not.
Huh. See, I want to know.
It might have been the Plagueis book. Yeah, I think it was Plagueis.
I really hope
as a young Sidious stories and stuff. Yeah,
they're doing another Obi too. Like that's great. I really hope they come back and do the Acolyte. I really
do. I would like that too.
Oh God, it was such a good story. It was such a good story, and it was brutal. But there's so much that's leading into that would be so great to see.
Yeah. I like it because it starts showing the downfall of the Jedi 100 years before it even happens.
Prior to,
them getting all kind of diplomatic and messing with, all this different stuff that they shouldn't be messing with. Venestra, basically. All that stuff. Yeah. No, I agree. And, part 2 of the Obi-Wan Kenobi would be great. I was talking to my wife about, what could they do? Because I don't want them to do more Darth Vader stuff. I kind of want them to leave that alone.
Yeah.
Like you're good there. And I don't want him to just go get Leia again and all that. So he needs to have his own adventure somewhere. I thought, what if he hooks up with Hondo? And we get to see Hondo is a character you'll get in Clone Wars if you Hondo in real life. That would be really awesome. And
Hondo or Visago. Give us Visago.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Either of those we haven't seen.
Old Hondo could be played by Antonio Banderas.
Yeah, that would work.
It's the Spanish accent, and he's older now. It could really work. You put makeup on.
I liked it. If the timeline works, I think it would be more Visago than it would Hondo, but
maybe. Yeah.
Either one of them would be great. They're both great.
Yeah.
But yeah, I agree. You can't tie him in. I mean, you already got Qui-Gon there. He's going to learn how to force project, right? Or do whatever. Like, I get it. But he should you can't tie him into, because he was just an outcast. He's going to deal with the Sand People.
I hope they get him off of Tatooine. He'll go do an adventure, come back, kind of thing.
Yeah. I want to see General Kenobi more, too. Like, live action General Kenobi.
That'd be pretty cool.
Like, in the gear, right? Like, the Clone Wars general, but like live action.
It was cool to see a lot of Obi-Wan stuff in the Clone Wars, yeah.
That would be unreal. We'll see.
All right. Well, again, we could talk about this forever, and we have. So, what does that say?
The worst.
Clone Wars.
Also bad.
Also bad. That's funny.
Oh.
Yeah, I covered my list and everything, so I
Yeah,
think
same.
we're good. We've got it out of our system.
Sure.
Next time, next episode, we'll go back to board games. Even though we talked for board games about 25 minutes before this whole thing, right? But yeah,
we
yeah,
can't not talk about board games.
if there are any other shows that you want to recommend to us, let us know. Or if you have questions about shows we recommend it, especially Clone Wars,
Yeah.
let us know in the comments. Like and subscribe, all that stuff.
Do the things.
Do the things. Thanks for watching.
Yeah,
We'll
thanks for sticking around.
hopefully see you next week. We'll see what your game of schedule is like.
Yeah,
Either way,
I'll
we'll
figure
be
it out.
here Monday.
Sounds good.
Thanks, everybody.
See ya.